to the Beatles, join Ed Story on Apple 98.5 FM every Monday from 10 p.m. to midnight for Off the Beatle Track. For all your favourite music for the Beatles, together and on their own, and much more, including Beatle facts and news and Beatle covers. And remember to visit apple985fm.com.au to request your Beatles song, only on Apple 98.5 FM, the voice of Bacchus, Marsh and the Valley.
Apple 98.5 FM. Hear the difference.
And you're still with Rockabilly Carolyn at this stage. They are doing a Anzac tribute at the ground. So as soon as I get the phone call, we will cross over live to Todd and his team. So a little bit of a Dum Dum by our very own Marcy Jones.
A dum-dum, a diddly-dum, oh yeah, dum-dum, a diddly-dum, sing it out, dum-dum, a diddly-dum. The music's sweet, the lights are low, playing a song on the radio. Your mom's in the kitchen, your pa's next door. I wanna love you just a little bit more, singing dum-dum, a diddly-dum, oh yeah, dum-dum, a diddly-dum, sing it out, dum-dum, a diddly-dum. Come on baby, don't you be so shy, you know that I love you and I tell you why, 'cause you got a heart, I know that it's true. I couldn't love you any more than I do. Singing dum-dum, a diddly-dum, oh yeah, dum-dum, a diddly-dum, sing it out, dum-dum, a diddly-dum. Say the words and make my dreams come true. We're singing dum-dum, a diddly-dum, oh yeah, dum-dum, a diddly-dum, sing it out, dum-dum, a diddly-dum. A dum-dum, a diddly-dum, oh yeah, dum-dum, a diddly-dum, sing it out, dum-dum, a diddly-dum.
Just announcing we haven't crossed over to the football as yet. They're doing a Anzac tribute, but as soon as I get the call, we will be switching over to Todd and his team. They are all on standby, and so we are all ready to go. But, well, don't you think it's time? Yes, Merv Benton, absolutely the way to go.
I've been yearning for a little romance. I wanna know when you're gonna give me a chance. Love me, honey, tell me you're mine. Don't you think it's time? I've been yearning for a sweet embrace. Up on my head till I'm a total disgrace. Kiss me, honey, make me feel so fine. Don't you think it's time? I don't wanna walk without you, walking right by your side. It hurts me to see you talking to any other guy. I get so warm when you touch my cheek. You thrill me so much that I can hardly speak. Love me, honey, make me feel so warm. Don't you think it's time?
And we are about to cross over to Todd and his team, and they are there ready to broadcast.
There he is.
The man himself. Getting to the microphone, folks.
This broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings, 35A Griffith Street, Bacchus, Marsh. Phone 5370-1478.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Darley Park for Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. It's the local derby. It's the 9th instalment of the Anzac Day blockbuster in front of a big crowd, albeit a renovated Darley Park. As I welcome Wayne Fridge Freeman to the mic. Good afternoon, Fridge.
Afternoon, Todd.
Looking forward to a cracker encounter this afternoon. The ground's in perfect nick. There's not a great deal of breeze to speak of, so you should be able to score at both ends, and both clubs should be confident heading into today's game, getting it done.
Yeah, for sure. Look, like you say, the conditions, there's no wind whatsoever. Beautiful day, sunshine out, and we should be getting a good contest of footy here today, Todd.
Earlier games began this morning. The under-19s, Darley won comfortably, and Bacchus Marsh have won the reserve grade. So it's 1-1 heading in to the big game ahead of us this afternoon. Both sides are on the ground, and we've just gone through the Anzac Day formalities, and we're not far off a start here. So no surprise, there's a big crowd in assemblance here this afternoon. Special guests Lee Montagna and comedian Dave O'Neill under the marquee. It's been a big effort from the Devils to generate from scratch a facility that's able to provide for a 2,000 plus crowd this afternoon, Fridge.
Yeah, well, I drove past on Thursday and there was only 3 Humvees up, and today it's like a village here, Todd. They've done a good job in the 48 hours, and it's a credit to the footy club, and the weather's turned it on for them.
There was speculation during the week that Williamstown affiliated Darley player Billy Myers was going to play, but alas, he did. He played the game on the bench in the twos, if you can believe it, but nonetheless he won't be in the 2:30 action. And also Bacchus Marsh lose Jason Robinson, a key off half back that has probably swung the pendulum despite the in of Nick Stilldryer in the Devils' favour. Do you think?
Oh yeah, well look, I believe like if Myers plays, I think Darley are favourites, Todd. But with the 1-for-1 Stilldryer for Robinson, it's not a bad get, but their defence will be a little bit weaker than what it was.
Well, there are really no excuses for either side this afternoon, given the conditions that lay in front of our eyes. The sun streaming down on a very lush green surface here at Darley Park. It's our first look at Brett Bewley, the new captain, back out of the AFL program from Fremantle, and just the way he goes about it today, while it's going to be a collective effort, you'd think that his contribution will go a long way to deciding whether the Devils can get it done.
Well, he's a class player. I remembered him playing at Williamstown, and he was a really good player at Williamstown, and coming back to this what I'd call level, he's got a bit of an edge on these guys.
Yeah, can't wait for it. We're not far off a start here. Big crowd in attendance. Perfect conditions for football. Nick Rodder, of course, the other big signature in the off-season for the Devils. But the Cobras, they're not shy of a couple of impressive new additions themselves. And at the top, Jack Williams across half-back. He'll have to do it without his partner in crime, Jason Robinson, this afternoon. But he's a big in. Michael Culliver, we saw him in round 1. Terrific. And Max Eastmuir, a third peg of those new additions. And you want to hope for the Devils' sake that they've done their homework.
Yeah, you're right. But on paper, you look at Darley on paper too. They look a really good side on paper, Todd. You know, with the inclusions of Azapati, Young, this will be a very interesting game.
Yeah, of course, Bailey Young wearing the number 6. Those of you that are tuning in around the ground this afternoon, of course, he's done a pre-season with the Footscray, the Western Bulldogs. So he's come out of that elite program. So his fitness, you'd expect, should carry on and deliver at stages throughout the afternoon. Aidan Tanner and Inclusion Darley have been sort of bereft of a recognised ruckman in recent times. He's going to be up against it, of course, against Daniel Burton, who just seems to be among the votes, win, lose or draw for the Cobras, Fridge.
Yeah, no, well, Aidan's a 6'9", I'd say. He's a tall fella, so his forte would be centre bounce and giving that ascendancy, maybe giving them first use. But Burton's such a 6'2" ruckman. They don't make him look like 6'2" anymore. But his body work and his competitiveness holds him in good stead, whoever he comes up against, Todd.
Well, in the corresponding fixture last year, it was the Cobras who kept the Devils to their lowest score of the year. While it was a winless year for the Devils, their return of 3 goals, 321 was pretty abysmal to the Cobras, 11 goals, 10. So it was pretty emphatic from the Cobras, but both sides have up to 10 changes each from that fixture. Also, Page, who didn't play in that game. Baker got injured in the first quarter. Angwin comes in, and we did mention Brett Bewley, Nick Rodder, Adam Azzopardi, Bailey Young. There's a few there, and we touched on a few of the Cobras. And Jake Owen, who's the captain of the side, he's had mixed fortunes against the Devils on a personal level. He'll really need to get off the leash and really challenge his opponent with the way he covers the ground, you think, Fritz?
Oh, yeah, look, he's their focal point. He's their actual go-to man. He works very hard up and down the ground. He'll want to kick 3 or 4 for them to win the game.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll also keep you an eye on the other games that are going around the region in round 2 Ballarat Football Netball League action, and there's 5 cracking games. Of course, the one in front of us, Darley hosting Bacchus Marsh. East Point hosts Sebastopol in a repeat of the 2019 grand final. The Ballarat Swans host Melton South. The Swans hoping to bounce back, and of course Melton South hoping to end an 0-14 run in Ballarat since 2018. The Lakers, who impressed an even lot, they'll get a footy ordered against North Ballarat, but it will be at C.E. Brown Reserve as Jack Fitzpatrick, who spoke to us on the presser during the week, goes up against his old mentor Brendan McCartney. And of course, just down the road at Melton, at Mackey Park, Aaron Timms' Melton Bloods host Travis Hodgson Sunbury Lions in arguably the match of the round outside of the one in front of us, Fridge.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think Sunbury is a team that builds. Last year's performance, they had a relatively slow start to the season, and then they got better as the season went along, and I think that's Travis's whole plan for this season as well. But it'd be nice to be... Well, they've lost one already, but you'd think that they'd want to be winning a couple in their next 3 or 4 encounters, Todd.
Yep, and it could go down to the lesser big names today to have an influence getting it done. Taylor Hure in Darley colours this afternoon, played for the Cobras in the corresponding fixture last year. Trent Angwin is into the lineup this afternoon, so both sides with different looking 22s ahead of us. I tell you what, guys, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the result of the toss and a little bit closer getting action underway in the 9th instalment of this Anzac Day blockbuster. It's the Devils hosting the Cobras.
Is it time to get out and clean the garage, or maybe even spruce up the garden? If a skip bin is what you're after, give station sponsors Jess and Leanne Waste Solution a call. If filling up a skip bin isn't your go, Jess and Leanne can offer you a full service package where they can pick up your waste for you. Look them up on Facebook, Jess and Leanne's Waste Solution, where waste finds a solution.
Rustel Proprietary Limited, phone 0419 568 635. For all your site and construction needs, be they large or small, phone the top man, Graham Gillespie at Rustel, to get your job done quickly and efficiently. Rustel Proprietary Limited, proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
I want you to inspire me, and I want to inspire you this football season with our high-quality, locally grown meat. Hop online or give us a call on 5368 117 or come in store and we will deliver to you free of charge this football season. Proud sponsors of this station, the Land Local Butcher.
Mark Shelley, along with his team at Stockdale and Lego Bacchus Marsh, run a successful and results-driven agency who are experienced, customer-focused and knowledgeable, dedicated agents delivering outstanding results for their clients. For expert advice, please call station sponsor on 5367 5700 today. Stockdale and Lego, we are here for you. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
Your community on the radio. Apple 98.5 FM.
This broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings, 35A Griffith Street, Bacchus Marsh. Phone 5370-1478.
This corner is proudly sponsored by Anytime Fitness, 72 Bennett Street, Bacchus Marsh. Mention BFL Game Day on Apple 98.5 FM to receive 50% off your joining fee plus a free towel and water bottle.
Community radio made in Bacchus Marsh. Apple 98.5 FM.
Rustel Proprietary Limited. Phone 0419 568 635. Stop for quality and service for your side cut. Phone the top man Graham Gillespie at Rustel for prompt and expert service. Proud sponsor Apple 98.5 FM.
Stockdale and Lego means real estate because your success is our business. Take a look at our station sponsor website, www.stockdaleandlego.com/Bacchus Marsh, and like our Facebook page to keep up to date with new listings, open for inspections and rental availabilities. Stockdale and Lego, we are here for you. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
I want you to inspire me, and I want to inspire you this football season with our high-quality, locally grown meat. Hop online or give us a call on 5368 117 or come in store and we will deliver to you free of charge this football season. Proud sponsors of this station, the Land Local Butcher.
Do you need a bobcat and tipper? Google search station sponsor Jess and Leanne's Waste Solutions. That's JESS and LIANES Waste Solutions. Or find them on Facebook. Jess and Leanne's Waste Solutions offer full waste removal. No job too big or too small. Jess and Leanne's Waste Solutions, where waste finds a solution.
Apple 98.5 FM, connecting you to your community.
Welcome back to Darley Park for Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. It's Darley hosting Bacchus Marsh, both sides 1-0. The Cobras endeavouring to go 2-0 for the first time since 2016. Darley went 2-0 in 2019. Well, both sides, Fridge are coming from outside of the six, albeit an abbreviated 2021. But so this game especially, regardless of rivalry, is really an 8-point game for these two sides.
Yeah, for sure. Like, the winner of today's game gets a bit of a buffer and, they possibly won't be top of the table, but they'll be equal anyway.
And a big welcome to all of our listening audience that are tuning in via Clutch TV, via the app, and of course our Red Onion broadcast partners bringing you all the action this afternoon. So really looking forward to a classic encounter of this rivalry that's even just gone even beyond the years when both clubs were in separate leagues. There was always the rivalry, Fridge, and let's hope that this afternoon lives up to the expectation.
Oh, well, it will live up to the expectation, Todd, but I don't think it's back in the old days when there was the big side wages with some of the heavy hitters of the clubs in the old days at the Royal Hotel. But, it's going to be a great game of footy.
Darley will kick to the town end in the opening quarter, whilst Bacchus Marsh will kick to the golf club end.
King has gone to Bewley.
And looks like Butt's got the job, or John Darley, is it, on Nick Rodder?
Nick Rodder, yes. Quade Butt's got Rodder.
Williams has gone to Angwin.
Yep.
So that's a bit like for like there.
Owen has got Britt.
Riley still dry, Jack Bewley. The siren sounds to get play underway here at Darley Park. There's the ball up. Perfect conditions for football. Tanner went up over Burton, but missed the tap. Bewley went with that, a nervous start. The umpire says, I'll have it, and there'll be a restart.
Probably lucky not to get a free kick, Tanner, there.
Sun streaming down on Darley Park. There's the ball up. Burton with front position. Wins the tap. We'll say that a bit this afternoon, you'd imagine. Players in from everywhere. There'll be a repeat stoppage. Good crowd in attendance, Fridge.
Yeah, good crowd. If they don't make any money today, they'll never make any money, Todd.
Ball up. Tap. Won by Burton. Running on it was Nick Stilldry. Back from Port Melbourne. Gave it to brother Riley. High right foot kick to the attacking 50. They go forward to the golf club end. Hine at ground level. Tackled, bailed out. No free kick conceded. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up.
Good to see Hun front and square in that contest, Todd.
Ball up. Players set themselves. Tap might have been won by Hickman in the end. King over the football. Can he gather? He does. Excellent pressure there from Young. Tackle taken to the ground and ping, says the umpire. And the youngster Bailey Young, fresh off a pre-season at Footscray, will take the free kick and go to the outer side centre wing. Broadcast side. Angwin's the target. In front, Williams got the spoil at the back. Chance of Cadman. Dispossessed. Fell into the hands of Angwin. Threw the ball onto the left boot. Open forward line. Rodder takes the mark in front of Quade Butt. Just the start the Devils were looking for with their first inside 50 entry to a mark to their marquee man, Rodder.
Yeah, it was in front. The ball came in very nicely for him, and Quade was sort of caught out of position there, Todd.
So, Rodder, Ballarat Football League pundits will be familiar with Joel Atabi and his efforts for East Point terrorising sides forward. Rodder actually has a better record in front of goal over his journey. Returns. Let's see how he goes. Set sail for the judge. It looks like off to the right for a minor score. First score of the afternoon. The Devils one behind. They lead the Cobras yet to score. Opening minutes, first term here at Darley Park.
Was a very good competitor at Williamstown when Rodder was there, Todd.
And Porter will bring the ball back into play. Familiar, nice looking left foot kick. Burton just pushed Tanner under the football. Balls feels free. Chance of Cadman here. Tumbling hand pass to Azapati. I speak of Aaron. Right foot kick from Cadman into the Rodder direction. Couldn't quite take the mark. The umpire's picked out a free kick. And it's going to go to Rodder for over the shoulder against Butt. And Rodder looking ominous forward in now. Just these two opportunities, Fridge.
Yeah, some concerning signs there, Todd, with Quade Butt on Rodder. You might want to make a change.
So, Robinson not playing today, partner in crime across half-back in that opening win over Ballarat with Williams. Not here. As Rodder will hope to amend that first shot on goal behind. He leans back on the kick, makes no mistake. Players in from everywhere. The Devils are on the board. They kick the opener. They're 1-1-7. They lead the Cobras yet to score.
Looked very nervous in that contest when that ball come down again, Quade Butt.
Well, encouraging size while it was expected. Burton looks like he's in for a big day in the ruck, and young Aiden will know he played a game of football tomorrow, you'd think.
For sure, but he'll learn a lot playing, against Burton, for sure. He'll learn plenty out of the game.
Opening minutes, first term here at Darley Park. Sun streaming down. It's the Devils with the opener through Rodder. They're 1-1-7. They lead the Cobras yet to score.
So we've got a Darwin setting here, Todd. The hills in the background.
And the construction site over on the left. There's the ball up. Burton and Tanner. Tanner won the tap. Follow-up work was terrific. Right foot boot towards the attacking 50. Bailey got a hand on it. The spoil was effective. Got it to Stilldry. Speak of Nick. Gave it back to Balian. Right foot kick to the outer side, to the member side centre wing. Cousins was tackled, taken to the ground. Free kick penalised. And it'll go to the Cobras. And it'll go to King. Just Owen, yep. Just his head's just glowing like Harry King's over there under the sun.
He ain't got that much hair though either.
So Owen runs around the standing man on the mark, gets it to the attacking 50. There's a heap of players who fly for the footy. Ball at ground level. Stilldry throws ball on to boot, gets it towards half forward. Ball at ground level. Neither side can gain any ascendancy. A hopeful hand pass out of the congestion. Favours the Devils through Cadman, who goes with the left-hand hand pass. It was Brett, in fact, and found the safety of the boundary line. And there'll be a boundary throw at about 45 metres around from the Cobra goal, who kicked to the Golf Club end in this opening term.
Ankland copped a bit of a knock there before, Todd, in that previous contest, and he's just gone off for a breather.
Still drive out of the congestion. Right foot kick to the top of the square. Players set themselves, going the thump at the back. Good defence there from Leonard. Knocks it through for a rush behind. The Cobras on the board at Darley Park. They're albeit a minor score. They're 1 point. They trail Darley 1 goal, 1-7. And Bewley will get his first kick of the afternoon. And speaking of Brett, he'll take the kick in. So normally a raking left foot kick. This one another prime example. Goes into the Anwang direction. Ball thumped away by Cadman. Chance here for Azapati. He's dispossessed. Jack Bewley was forced to get rid of it quickly. Ball at ground level. Half a dozen players around the footy. You think there'll be a reset here as the umpire blows the whistle and there'll be a ball up on the outer side or broadcast centre wing.
That kick from Bewley went about nearly 60 metres, Todd.
There's the ball up. Tanner and Burton. Burton won the tap, went through the hands of Young. Loose ball get. Still drives already had 4 or 5. Got it to Porter on his non-preferred. To speak of Alex, right foot kick is errant and out of bounds on the full. On the defensive 50 out of sight of the ground will be a resultant free kick to the Devils, and they'll bring the ball back into play.
So Veldon's manned Young.
So it'll be Matthew Brett, normally a good ball user by foot, weighing up the options. Be told to play on in a moment. And still bereft of options, forced to go down the line in the Bewley direction. At the back there was Williams, kept his feet before he's bailed up by Young. And the youngster's second tackle in the opening few minutes results in a ball up. Broadcast side centre wing, right in front of the Bacchus Marsh faithful. There's the ball up. Tap one by Burton. Went over the shoulder. Was hopeful more than anything else. Obviously went to the voice of Stilldryer. Young grabbed the footy and he's bailed out by Shea. And the umpire says, I'll have it, he'll ball it up. It was German, in fact. Centre wing, tap.
Good tap
from Burton. Got it to King, went inboard, but ran out of space, and there'll be a boundary throw in. Attacking side of centre wing, out of side of the ground for the Cobras. They trail by 6 points. The Devils' opening goal coming through Rodder. There's the throw in. Tanner did okay against Burton on that occasion. Call that even. They'll cop that all afternoon as Bailey Young's hurried right foot kick comes off the outside of the boot. Found Culliver, and there's a turnover here. Owen couldn't quite take the mark. Hickman's hand pass got it over towards Hearn. Has a pot shot at the goals. It'll all be about the distance here because the accuracy's no problem. And the Cobras level the scores here at Darley Park at 1-1-7 apiece.
Good contest there, Todd, between Owen and Leonard, I think, or Britt, I should say, and Young Hun crumbing again and got the major.
Well, there'll be the opportunities that present to the lesser knowns that could decide the result, and Hun's done his thing with that quick opportunity and goal conversion to square the ledger here at Darley Park. 8.5 minutes gone first term. Tanner with the tap out of the reset, only as far as Stilldryer. He's had more of it than anyone else at the moment. Ball at ground level. The umpire's picked out a free kick, and it's going to go to Meeson. He plays on blindly. Just went to the voice of Nick Stilldryer. Got pushed in the back there by Cadman, and it'll be a resultant free kick. It'll be taken by Nick, and he'll weigh up the options.
A bit of inexperience there, Cadman.
Right foot kick along the line. Owen takes a strong mark in front of Brett. Wastes no time. Plays on onto the right boot. Squaring kick into the Hickman direction. Cuts out, takes a strong mark on the chest. About 50 to 55 metres out from goal.
The query here whether he's got his kicking boot on, Todd, because he was atrocious first up.
So a good last couple of minutes for the Cobras. 9 minutes gone opening term here at Darley Park. Perfect conditions for football. Hickman with his first shot on goal. Leans back on the kick. Won't quite get the yardage. Owen's forced to contest, but enough weight on the footy to see it through for a rush behind. And the Cobras, they hit the front. They're 1 goal, 2-8. They lead Darley 1 goal, 1-7. And we've been playing 9.5 minutes opening term. They waste no time bringing the ball back into play. There's a high rifle kick there from Ward, hopeful more than anything else as the Cobras defence, albeit in their front half, swarm with the spoil. Chance here for German. His first real kick of the afternoon falls into the hands of Leonard, and the Devils will get out of trouble. They come broadcast side of the ground. Cadman takes the mark, draws the man, gets the ball over towards Cousins, goes along the line. The kick's good to Jack Bewley. Had a good game against Sebastian, the season opener. Confidence should be at a high. Goes to half forward. Angwin sets himself. Drop what he should have taken. Second effort. Fumbles. Goes to the ground. Chance now for Verdon. Went to the voice of Porter. How will it sit for him? Spiteri and Bishop applied the pressure to Porter. He's going to get pinged here. The umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up on half forward for the Devils. Broadcast side of the ground.
Angwin should have taken that mark. It was the greatest mismatch with Mason. He gives him a foot.
Tanner won the tap, ball at ground level. Meeson over the ball. Bishop keeps his feet. There'll be a reset here, you'd think. The umpire blows the whistle. 65 metres out from the Darley goal. It's the Cobras 1 goal 2-8 here, who lead Darley 1 goal 1-7.
Notice with the Marsh, when they get the footing inside 50, they move the ball very quickly, Todd.
Tanner went through, so too Adam Azzopardi was dispossessed. Brother Aaron turns it over to Riley Stilldry, who was in a hurry to give it back to Ward, who went boundary side by hand to Azzopardi. His hand pass is smothered by Shea. And over the line for a boundary throw in true centre wing position, out of sight of the ground. It's the Cobras who lead by 1 point. 10 minutes gone, opening turn. Boundary throw in. Burton grabbed it out of the ruck, threw the ball on the boot, just ricocheted off Shea's chest, only as far as Bewley at half back. I speak of Jack on that occasion. He gave it to Cousins, who's had a couple of touches early. Melton's use of the body was good on Cadman. Took to mark, gave it to Meeson, who found Sherman. Out of side centre wing. Right foot kick to the attacking 50. Owen at the back, couldn't quite take the mark. Ball at ground level. Second effort from Arm was terrific. Got it to Shea from inside the boundary line. Shot on goal. Is off to the near side, minor score. Owen's looking dangerous across half forward. Second effort, terrific for a big man.
Yeah, the Marsh, the Cobras are a little bit more slicker at the moment, Tom.
Colley's re-entry kick was poor because Ward had to gather it on the half volley. Colley kept running, got the handball received. That's a better kick. Found Bewley on the members' side centre wing, right in front of the coach's box. You don't want to drop them there. The kick's good. Well, it landed just in front of Bishop. His effort was gathered cleanly, was terrific. Right foot kick from Cadman is smothered. Cobras will be happy with that. Over the line for a boundary throw-in, right in front of the Devils faithful on centre wing, members' side of the ground. Boundary throw-in to take place.
Done a couple of good things, Mason, in the last couple of minutes, Todd.
Tap. Not really won by either ruckman. Hot footy. Umpire says, I'll have it, and there'll be a ball up. Other games in Ballarat Football League around the region will bring you update scores as they unfold. Tanner's tap. Went looking for Bewley, who's bailed up. Hurried kick out of the congestion. Goes towards the boundary line. Chance from the youngster there in Cook. Gets his first handball, albeit out of bounds. And there'll be a boundary throw in. Attacking side of centre wing for the Devils, members side of the ground. There'll be a boundary throw in. Burton and Angwin into the ruck. Burton wins the tap, gains about 15 metres or so for his side before the ball finds its way over the line for a boundary throw in. This time attacking side centre wing for the Cobras. The big guns of both sides yet to have great influence, except for Nick Stilldry, probably been the Cobras' leading possession winner at this stage. German out of the congestion, hurried right foot kick, reward for playing in front. There's Owen, who marks on the chest. In front of Brett, wheels and goes, keeps the right foot kick low.
Easy.
And there's a mark taken there by Willits on the lead. And the Cobra key forward will go back and have his first shot on goal of the afternoon.
He had about 10 yards on Leonard.
So Willits always has half a dozen or so shots on goal a week. It's whether he's got his kicking boot on this afternoon. Cobras will be hoping so. This could be a sign of things to come. He's off to the left. He's missed everything. And out of bounds on the full. The Devils will bring the ball back into play. 14 and a half minutes gone opening turn. Bacchus Marsh 1-3-9. Lead Darley 1-1-7. So it's Matthew Brett. defending line coach, assistant coach of the Devils, best and fairest winner of 2021. Will bring the ball back into play. Goes to the members' side of the ground. Players set themselves, punched away by Porter, did the defensive option. Players in from everywhere at ground level. No space for any side to get away. The umpire will ball it up just inside the boundary line. On half forward for the Cobras, adjacent to the Darley coach's box. There's the ball up, tap. Won by neither side. There's a bail up of congestion as Bewley grabbed the footy, tackled, taken to the ground, and there'll be a reset. Half forward for the Cobras, members' side of the ground. Bit of a stalemate the last couple of minutes, Rich.
Yeah, no, they're both sides tightening right up at the stoppages, Todd.
That's a good observation because without a kick out of the congestion, Eastview was tackled, managed to get a hand pass away, but only as far as Angwood, who was forced to go by the soccer. Cook did well, the youngster, was gathered, but Turn protected his body well, but couldn't negotiate a handball effectively due to weight of numbers, and the umpire says, I'll have it, and he'll ball it up on half forward, members' side of the ground for the Cobras. Had a bit of it, the umpires.
Yeah, they've had more positions than Nick.
Chance here for Angwood, who went the grab out of the ruck, went only as far as Culliver, got the ball to German, onto the left boot, tumbling kick at that, goes into the direction, and there's a mark taken there by Nick Stilldryer and half forward. Been everywhere early, Nick. Onto the right foot, goes in the direction there of King, went over his head, gathered by Leonard, looping hand pass, chance here for Cousins. His left foot kick is smothered there by Burton. He goes to ground, out will the ball sit. Quick hands was too hot for Owen as he gets knocked off the footy. Gee, it's a hot footy out there at the moment, Fridge. Knocking the ball towards the boundary line was Burton, hoping to keep it in. And you'd think the line will win out here. It does. And there'll be a boundary throw in. Out of side forward pocket. Golf club end for the Cobras. About 30 metres around from their goal.
Tackle pressure's excellent, Todd, by both sides.
And that was a feature of both sides in round one. Good to see it prevailing as Burton tries to grab it out of the ruck. He does. Throws the kick forward. But the mark's been taken there by Brett on the top of the goal square. Wastes no time. Switching kick goes out in the Azapati direction. How will it sit for him? Because he's got two Cobras hot on his collar. Ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw-in. On half forward for the Cobras, adjacent to the Darley coach's box. And if not for a couple of entries in that opening few minutes, the Cobras have pretty much had it in their half.
Yeah, and they've probably wasted a couple of opportunities. Willett's missing that before, and who was the other bloke that had a shot there before, Todd? Hickman. He didn't even make the distance.
Umpires picked out a free kick. It'll go to the advantage of the Cobras. The ball goes to the attacking 50. Flying in the back there was King. All he did was spill the ball into the hands of Page. And a measured kick finds Young. On the defensive 50 for the Devils. He went to go. Eastmere standing the mark as Young comes inboard, looking for Angwood. He flies, couldn't take the mark. Good defensive work there by Williams to nullify that marking attempt. Ball spills free to Porter. He's been good in the opening couple of rounds. His hands were effective. But the handball receive and kick was smothered. The umpire says, I'll have it. He'll ball it up. True setting wing position, members' side of the ground.
The tackling pressure is so good, Todd, that they're making it. The sides make mistakes. Well, errant handballs, just with that pressure.
Perfect conditions for football. Bacchus Marsh 9, lead Darley 7. A representation of the defensive pressure from both sides. 18 and a half minutes gone opening term. Tap one by Angwin. Umpires, looks like there's going to be a reset here. Then he chose to let it go. Page gave it to Cousins, who went without it. Ball at ground level, chance to Bewley. What can happen? Tumbles it on the boot. Hopeful rather than anything else. Nearly playing in front there was Johnson. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. It's good defensive pressure from the Cobras. Johnson's handball receive. There's going to be a free kick. It's going to go against Pallion. As the Devils, Lee's for Thierry, professionally just collapsed. And the umpire really had no choice but to pay that, Fridge.
Yeah, no. It was a bit of a 50-50, but more inclined to play on the back, Todd.
So Spiteri plays on, gives the hand pass to Angwin from 49. Just holds up momentarily. In front, Burton couldn't take the mark. Rodder goes to Small at the back. Gathered by Johnson. He's bailed up by Neeson, and the umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. 25 metres out from the Devil goal.
Some really good things, mate. Those 1%ers, Todd, smother, good tackle there, handball received before.
Devils into attack. Tap one by Burton. Went to the voice of Shea. Couldn't gather cleanly due to weight of numbers around the ball. Andy Azzopardi's one of them. Shea in there as well. Williams enforcing the ball. Doesn't get thrown free. And there'll be a ball up again, 25 metres out. Just looking at that Angwin kick, it just seemed to hold up in a slight breeze. So maybe Bacchus Marsh kicking with the aid of the one goal of Fridge.
Yeah, right, Todd, but there's no shaking of the trees here.
No, definitely not.
Unless the monkeys get out of it.
There'll be a ball up. Chance for Burton. Goes to the boundary side, to the voice of Shea, who's forced to go by hand as he disposed of the ball. Ankrum over the footy. And the umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. Had plenty of it, the umpires. They did mention this would probably be the 15th or 16th ball up in this opening term. Burton with strength just pushed Rodder out of the way and gathered. Threw the ball onto the boot kick, got a favourable bounce. His hand passes straight to Collie. He short kicks good to Cousins from 60. Weighs up the options. Goes in direction of Ankrum at the back. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Shea in and under. We've said that a few times over the journey. Cobra fans happy with that defensive pressure. There'll be a ball up 30 metres out from the Darley goal.
Well, Cook had to stand under it. He's not that big, Todd, either.
In only his second game, the Cobras lead by 2 points. 21 minutes gone, first term. Shea over the footy. Opportunity there for Bishop in and under. Former Cobra himself. The umpire says, I'll have it, he'll ball it up. The votes for the umpires at the moment, they've been good, they've been fair, and they've had plenty of it.
Yeah, no.
Only Nick Stildry really got off the hook at this stage. Chance here for Rodder. It's tap, only went as far as Cook. Tumbling right foot kick to an open space. How will it sit from Spiteri? He'll lead into the race for the ball against LaFranchi. Lazy handball, but it was okay for Brett, who was able to compose himself and give the hand pass over towards Spiteri. Got it to Angwin. Left foot kick goes in the direction of Ankrum, but the mark's been taken there by Bailey, who marked uncontested in the end.
Just rolled down his arms, Todd.
And he'll go. Members side of the ground. 40-metre kick gets beyond the defensive 50. Players set themselves. Brett at ground level. Tackled, bailed up. Cobras have got numbers here. They should be able to get away here. They do. By foot. But only as far as Angwood had the ball knocked away from him by Duncan Cadman. To the safety of the boundary line. The Devils would be happy with that. Attacking side of centre wing, members side of the ground for the Cobras. They lead the Devils by 2 points. We've been playing 22 and a half minutes.
It's hard to get a clean position and make congestion, Todd. Pressure's really, really good.
Boundary throw in. Tanner won that tap. That was good. Got it to Young. Hurried right foot kick inside 50. It's a shallow entry. Ball at ground level. Spiteri did well. Got the hand pass towards Page. Propping kicks okay. Onto the left boot. Got it over towards Azzopardi. Runs into an open goal. He's got it. He breaks the shackles. And the Devils are back in front at Darley Park. Well, he had the option by hand over the top there, but when you get in those positions, Fred, you got the confidence to finish off. That's what you do, and that's what Azzopardi's done.
No, good finish, Todd, and well rewarded goal there to Azzopardi.
Darley 2-1-13, lead Bacchus Marsh 1-3-9 in a real arm wrestle opening quarter. Been playing 23 minutes here. We'll get an update score from around the grounds in other games in the Ballarat Football League just in a moment's time. There's the ball up, tap one by Tanner to Bewley. Sort of held without it, so too still dry. Ball at ground level. Speaking of Nick, gathers the footy. Hurry kick to half forward. Owen in front, couldn't take the mark. Brett went the spoil. Ball went to ground level. Owen's second effort was good. How will it sit for him? Knocks it forward to Willits. Shot on goal. That's the response the Cobras were after.
Hang on.
The umpire's blown the whistle. Just checking if it was a goal. I think he was going to bring it back and pay the free kick either way. But the Cobras get the response they were after. They're back in front here. They're 2-3-15. Darley at 2-1-13. It's the Cobras by 2 points.
Yeah, good contested footy for Owen, and get that footy out. Probably be stiff not to earn a free kick, but quick answer, Todd.
Perfect conditions for footy as we spoke about, Fridge.
Yeah, not a breath of wind, Todd. Ground in magnificent condition. Could nearly sleep on it.
And of course, the Devils done an excellent job with their part-time renovation over the back with their amenities, etc. Of course, you need those things to get a game like this. 2,000 plus people.
Oh yeah, look, like I said in the preview, the commitment by the volunteers at this club is, there's not a handful of them. There's about 20 or 30 of them. Roll their sleeves up, get their hands dirty, and that's what makes a club like this.
Ballarat 28 lead Melton South 1. Lake Windermere 19 trail North Ballarat 44. They're the two update scores we've got at the moment. As Shea gets the clearance, but it's been cut off by Blake Colley on halfback. He just wheels onto the left boot. Kick goes to the Bewley direction. Speaking of Brett, and he marks onto the preferred left. Goes low penetrating kick in the direction of Johnson, the youngster. Marks on 50. Went to go. Umpire called play on. Gave it back to Bewley. Made the handball look better than what it was. They got numbers back here, the Cobras. And the mark's been taken there by Parente. Top of the goal square. Devils in attack. Parente will get the Cobras out of trouble. It's a pretty poor kick. It's been cut off there by Lahure. And Lahure will send the ball back in as quickly as it came out. Page at the back, pushing forward. He keeps the kick low. Cadman sets himself. Ball punched away there by LaFranchi to the safety of the boundary line. He finds it, and there'll be a boundary throw in 15 metres around from the Darley goal.
Just a passage of play where Bewley gets it in the centre, kicks it off, and then goes for another handball receive. Just his follow-up and his work rate is exceptional, Todd.
Boundary throw in. Shark there by Porter. Onto the left goes Member's side. Just inside the boundary line it sits. How will it fall? Owen just keeps knocking the ball forward. And there's some backup support there from Cousins. He got it to Colley. Onto the left again. Left foot kick into the Young direction. Had to be strong. He was. Vision was even better. Got it to Page. He got to half forward. Dropped what he should have taken. They got time to get around one. Gave it back to Baker. On the left. Oh, Rodder dropped what he should have taken. Did everything right, but take the mark in front of Butt. Umpire called play on. Porter gathers. Onto the left. Normally composed. Can take a bounce and run away from Rodder. Goes by foot to the members' centre wing. Over to the back. Just nudged Brett under the foot. He did it well. And with ball in hand, tells Willits he wants to go long. Onto the left. Willits covering a bit of ground there. Marks the ball on the chest about 50 metres out from goal. Goes short. Further afield looking towards Stilldryer. Ball's punched away there by Mitch Ward. Over the line for a boundary throw in. 35 metres around from the Cobra goal.
Covering a lot of ground, Owen.
So it's Bacchus Marsh. 2-3-15 who lead Darley 2-1-13. Boundary throw in. 40 metres out from the Cobra goal. Tap won by Tanner. Ground level chance of Bewley with Street. Crashes through and then is tackled and it'll be pinged. Oh, the umpire went to call the advantage through Porter, but he put his hand up and said, I don't want a part of that. And the Cobras will go back and have a resultant shot on goal. And despite his 15 or less games experience, Porter did well there.
Yeah, no, very good, very good.
So mature to put his hand up and say, we'll take that. Back and Eastmill will have a shot on goal.
I must correct myself the other night. He is Tom's cousin, not his nephew.
So Eastmill leads back on the kick. Off to the right. Let off there for the Devils. Missed opportunity there for the Cobras. 2-4-16 Bacchus Marsh. Lead Darley 2-1-13. 3 minutes to go in the opening term as Colley will bring the ball back into play. Kick made it difficult to Bewley. He was a bit too cute there. It was probably went about 2 feet off the ground. Got to him on the half volley. Then the Cobras swarmed and denied Bewley rightful passage. An opportunity here. Plays in from everywhere. Umpire lets it go. Page through traffic. Quick hands. And a right foot kick from Ward. Got to the member side centre wing. Butt keeps his feet. Cobras have got numbers. How will they use the footy? The vision is okay. Still Dryer. Speaking of Riley, got a good bounce and he can go to the switch towards LaFranchi. Rodder in pursuit. Just put enough pressure on the footy. And there's a turnover opportunity here. Oh, LaFranchi made up for that. Turnover opportunity. Gathers, hand pass to Riley, still dry. Look at that for a kick. It's a beauty. Finds Hine on the lead, who marks too far out to score. Goes along the line, presenting Owen, takes the mark in front of Brett. Can't do much about that. Just inside the boundary line, Jake. In this opening term, he's threatened. They've had more of the ball in their front half, the Cobras. They'll be happy with this start on the road, albeit over the bridge. 29 and a half minutes gone. Bacchus Marsh lead by 3 points. So Owen
Still going to give it off.
will go short, cut off by Page. Terrific. Saves the day there for the Devils. Went to go by hand to Young, who would have then been on his non-preferred, so opted for a safer option. Looks like he'll go by foot. Negotiate the Devils out of defence. Cousins just pushed off the footy there by Owen, and the ball spills free off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in. 30 minutes gone opening term here. Boundary throw-in. The Cobras lead by 3. Players set themselves. Burton with the tap. Ball spills free. Neither side with the advantage. Quick hands there from Young. Got it towards Bewley. Cousins it was. Left foot kick. It's been marked there by Williams, who got the better of Angwin. Wastes no time with the switch kick to Culliver. The two newbies combined. And he's dumped as he kicked. It'll be downfield. It's going to be against Azapati, the youngster. And King, who's a prodigious kick. If he's time aware, he'll go back and have a shot on goal here. Because he's a booming kick. And he'll kick from about 55. It'll take his best.
Distance won't be a problem for him, Todd, I don't think. Accuracy might.
Near 31 minutes gone opening term. The Cobras 16, lead Darley 13. And King will no doubt have one of the last kicks of the opening term. Set sail for the judge. Gets plenty of it. It'll get to the teeth of goal before it's touched and falls through for a rush behind. So Cobras not really getting bang for buck at the moment. There's a blood rule called on Darren Leonard. Lucky there's only a few seconds to go in this, 30 seconds to go in this opening term. So he'll be able to get patched up and return for the second term, you'd think. So Tom German will be happy going into quarter time, you'd think, Fridge?
Yeah, they've had opportunities, Todd, but they've wasted, been a bit wasteful. But, they've had plenty of the footy.
So Bacchus Marsh 2-5-17, lead Darley 2-1-13. As Collie will bring the ball back into play. Goes in the direction of Cadman. Had the ball spoiled away from him by Willits, but the umpires picked out a free kick for a chop of the arm. Turns onto the right boot. They want to be quick to move the footy here, the Devils. They're running out of time. Short kick. Goes back to Cadman. He went to get around German. Now the right foot kick inside 50. Angwood couldn't take the mark. Belden saves the day. They've said that for a few years, the Cobras, and they'll get out of trouble here. And you wouldn't think there'll be a score registered for the remainder as Culliver takes a mark just inside the defensive 50 for the Cobras. Short kick's okay to Stilldry. Speak of Nick. Really the leading possession when you're on the ground. And his poor kick was cut off by Bewley, but luckily for the Cobras, the siren sounds for quarter time here at Darley Park in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. It's Bacchus Marsh 2-5-17, who lead Darley 2-1-13. A break, and back with a glance at the first quarter that was.
That corner was proudly sponsored by Anytime Fitness, 72 Bennett Street, Bacchus Marsh. Mention BFL Game Day on Apple 98.5 FM to receive 50% off your joining fee, plus a free towel and water bottle.
This broadcast of BFL Game Day is proudly sponsored by Western Screens, Blinds and Awnings, 35A Griffith Street, Bacchus Marsh. Phone 53701478.
Welcome back to Darley Park. It's quarter time here. It's the Cobras 2 goals 5-17. Who lead Darley 2-1-13. Fridge, you've got the goal scorers and a little brief on the best players.
For Darley, Andrew Azapati 1, Nick Rodder 1. For the Marsh, Tyler Hun and Aaron Willits with 1.
So for the most part of that 30-plus minute opening quarter, in fair say that the Cobras had weighted possession in their front half.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, the first two entries inside 50 for the first 2 minutes were 2 marks to Rodder, and you thought, geez, got off to a flying start, the Devils, but the Marsh have tightened up, and it is tough in the clinches. Very hard to get a clean possession out of all those stoppages, and that just shows the game the pressure that it is in this football game, Todd.
Well, Nick still drive the major ball winner through the midfield. He's the pick of the 8 or 9 that have gone through there. Bailey Young's had a bit of it. Just goes to show that just some time spent in that elite program, they are the beneficiaries when they come back to senior level in the Ballarat Football League.
Oh yeah, well, them guys that have had that pre-season with VFL clubs / maybe AFL clubs, you see, the time that they put in at training, it just stands out when they come back to this level, Todd.
Well, Brett Bewley, they say that he runs just as quick in the last quarter as the first. You'd think that his contribution will be more influential as in the second half as the heavier legs start to kick in, but they'd be happy, the Cobras especially, with Bewley's minimal influence in that opening team.
Sure, but the things that he has actually done in this quarter, have been all class, Todd. Like his ball use is fantastic.
Ballarat 40 lead Melton South 1, so they're in for a long day, the Patriots. North Ballarat 51 lead Blackwood 20, so 5-goal lead to McCartney's boys. We'll have a score for you in the Melton-Sunbury game shortly. And, of course, the East Point Sabas game when anybody bothers to update the online score. So it's quarter time here at Darley Park in Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. And the opening round, albeit a 4-round contest here this afternoon, is with the Cobras. They lead by 2 points, a break, and back with a second quarter action.
Rustel Proprietary Limited, phone 0419 568 635. Stop for quality and service for your side cut. Phone the top man Graham Gillespie at Rustel for prompt and expert service. Proud sponsor Apple 98.5 FM.
Stockdale and Lego means real estate because your success is our business. Take a look at our station sponsor website www.stockdaleandlego.com/Bacchus Marsh and like our Facebook page to keep up to date with new listings, open for inspections and rental availabilities. Stockdale and Lego, we are here for you. Proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM.
I want you to inspire me, and I want to inspire you this football season with our high-quality, locally grown meat. Hop online or give us a call on 5368 117 or come in store and we will deliver to you free of charge this football season. Proud sponsors of this station, the Land Local Butcher.
Do you need a bobcat and tipper? Google search station sponsor Jess and Leanne's Waste Solutions. That's JESS and LIANES Waste Solutions. Or find them on Facebook. Jess and Leanne's Waste Solutions offer full waste removal. No job too big or too small. Jess and Leanne's Waste Solutions, where waste finds a solution.
Apple 98.5 FM, connecting you to your community.
Lisa. I'm in my 50s and young at heart, so it's my heart that I want to look after. I take Bergamet Pro Plus. Bergamet Pro Plus is a natural antioxidant designed to benefit heart health, maintain healthy cholesterol levels, and improve brain health and liver function. I want to live life to the full, so I take Bergamet Pro Plus. Go to bergamet.com.au or call 1300 977 889. Always read the label and use only as directed.
Sponsors of this station.
Greedy Grub, 2 Albert Street, Darley, phone 53672888. Are you out on the road feeling like something to eat? Greedy Grub is here to satisfy your hunger. We are open from 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday. Greedy Grub, a proud sponsor of Apple 98.5 FM Community Radio.
Welcome back to Darley Park for Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. And the opening stanza, quarter time, in favour of the Cobras. They lead Darley 2-5-17 to to the Devils here, 2-1-13. So a 4-point ball game at quarter time, and the Cobras will be more than happy with that opening quarter. We did feel that the penetration of kick was travelling a little bit further to the Cobras end in that first term, but there's very little breeze to speak of, probably a little bit more pronounced out on the ground. Nick Spilldry, clearly the leading ball winner on the ground. Owens looked dangerous across half forward for the Cobras, whilst Rodder looked like he was in for a big day for the Devils early with that opening, albeit a behind and then goal, but nonetheless, it's been a very tightly contested game. Repeat stoppage has been the order of the afternoon so far. And it's going to come down to a game of keepers off, I think. The less turnovers in this game this afternoon will have a huge bearing on the result, because that just seems to be the only space that sides are getting at the moment. As the siren sounds to get the second term underway. Bacchus Marsh kick to the town end in this second quarter. Tap won by Tanner. Ball at ground level. Parente went to ground. Bewley went without it. Second effort with strength. Bailed up by German. Can't get rid of the football. The umpire says, I'll have it. And he'll ball it up. Perfect conditions for football. The ground's in terrific condition. Tap won by Tanner again. He's done well there, Tanner, in the opening 2 stoppages in this second term. But for all the minute plus we've been playing here, the ball's travelled about 8 metres in the Devil direction from the centre circle. Ball up. In that one to Burton. In and under is Young. Carries a heavy workload, Young. He's a good in and under player. Exciting prospect for the Devils. Ball up. Tap, won by Burton. Bewley knocked off the ball there by Riley Stilldry. German with the hurried kick, got it smothered. His second effort was okay. Dribbling kick to the middle of the ground. Over the football, Adam Azapati needs to be on. But the umpire says, I'll have it, and he'll ball it up right in the middle of the ground. Opening minutes, second term here at Darley Park. It's the Cobras who lead by 4 points. 2-5 plays 2-1. Trying to crash through there was Baker. He's bailed up. The umpire says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. Baker just looking a little frustrated there, Fridge.
Yes, he was a bit frustrated there, Todd.
There's the ball up, tap one by Burton. There's Baker, just threw the ball under the left boot. Had it smothered there by Stilldry. Great awareness. Opportunity here for Page. Tumbling kick to half forward. Who's at the back? Who's the smalls? Rodder gave it to Azapati. Shot on goal. And Azapati's got his second. I speak of Andy. And the avenues to goal have been an unlikely source for the Devils, albeit their third. Azapati has 2, and the Devils are back in front, and they've had inferior weight of possession, Fridge, you'd think, in the opening 40 minutes.
Yeah, no, for sure, Todd, and that's the fortune there. There was a smother in the centre, and they got the clearance from Page, and Rodder got out in front, and nice handball off to Andrew Azapati, who finished off with a nice goal.
Devils fans and immediate family will be happy that Luther got his hands on the footy in the early couple of seconds there.
I haven't seen Mum shake her head yet.
There's the ball up, Burton out of the middle, hurried left foot kick to Shea, quick hands was good to German, hurried right foot kick goes forward, but Cadman comes out and takes the chest mark in front of Hickman. So the youngster, Duncan Cadman, goes members side, lateral, awkward looking kick, but it's okay to Page on the defensive 50, right in front of the Cobra coach's box. Right foot kick's okay, terrific in fact.
Nice kick.
Mark's been taken there by the Devils, who square the kick towards Colley. Wouldn't waste no time, switching play to Bewley. How will it sit for him? Because he's got some space. It sits okay now. Right foot kick to the attacking 50. Bewley sets himself. He's knocked off the footy. Good pressure there from Parente to deny Bewley. Ball at ground level. Bit of a stacks on the mill. The umpire's going to separate here and pick out a free kick, and it's going to go against the Devils, against Azapati. And the Cobras will get out of trouble momentarily. Deep in defence, out of sight of the ground. It's Veldon. In game 301. Short kick's okay to Burton. Right in the defensive goal square, the left footer, the Henderson medalist, the 5-time club best and fairest, lopes to the outer side of the ground, the left foot, tumbling Array off, out of bounds on the full. Jack Bewley marked it anyway, but had plenty of time to weigh up the options there, Burton, and
gained no advantage whatsoever there, Todd.
The out of bounds wasn't the best one, as Bewley's kick goes short, and that's better, and the mark's been taken there by Angwin. dropped a couple in the opening term, and one of those half a dozen forward thrusts that the Devils went forward with in an opening term. But normally a good kick. Former Cobra again. One of a couple playing this afternoon. Zane Lahura, of course, the other.
Dylan Bishop.
Dylan Bishop.
Dylan Bishop, I should say, sorry.
So it's Angwin from 50. Left foot, set sail for the judge. Gets plenty of it, but off to the near side through for a minor score. So Darley with the opening two scores of the second term. They're 3 goals, 2-20. They lead Bacchus Marsh 2-5-17. 4.5 minutes gone in this second term. So Quade Butt will bring the ball back into play. Gets the ball beyond the defensive 50. Cadman at the bat. Spoil was okay on Stilldryer. Hurried right foot kick there from Williams was fortuitous to say the least. Who gave it to Hickman. Gave Owen no hope. Over the top there was Lahura. Lost his footing. Owen kept his. Got rewarded. 1-on-1. Excellent use of the body there from Leonard on Willits. Took to mark and goes lateral to Page. These two have combined quite a bit over the journey. Right foot kick from Page found the target. Wanted the 50. I wouldn't be worried about that. Just worry about your own field kicking, because that was a poor one. Who put the Cousins under the pump, and breaking tackles there was as a party. Did well. Hurried tumbling kick. Goes in the wrong direction. He wouldn't be used to getting kicks like that to him at Williamstown, but he ended up with the ball in hand. Went by hand himself. Lateral kick, good vision there from the Devils to Ankrum, who found Colley, who played on and had a shot on goal. And a disappointed forward there in Spiteri, wanting this short kick, but the goal effort on Colley went off to the right through for a minor score.
Yes, Rodder with just brute strength there, Todd. He brushed off 3 blokes there.
Beautiful kick back into play. Owen takes a contested mark. The umpire paid it on Brett. And Owen will go short to Nick Stilldryer. They're the two trump cards for the Marsh as they goes forward. Poor kick. Ward read it well and then took his eyes off the footy. Allowed Shea back into the contest. Who trying to get around Leonard. Nearly bit stiff not to get a free kick. Baker's quick hands. How will it sit for Ward and Colley? The latter gathers and pass towards Voice. And I speak of Lahura. Want to be quick here. That's dropping the ball every day of the week. And the umpire's picking. And it's a free kick to the Cobras. Tyson Shea. From 60, right foot kick to the pockets, poor. It's all Devils here, and Cadman will rebound the footy. That's a terrible kick, put Baker under the pump. Nick Stilldryer will do the mopping up. Somehow he managed to get onto a torpedo across the face of goal. Not the best 3 kicks of the game we've seen in the last minute or so, Fridge.
Yeah, well, it was a torpedo punt that Nick tried to do, so I don't know what he was doing there.
So boundary throw in here. Bacchus Marsh into attack. They kick to the town end, the Bacchus Marsh town end in this second term. 30 metres out from goal. Burton with strength. Grabbed it out of the ruck, then went to put it on boot, dropped the ball. But here's an opportunity for the Cobras. They go forward. Owen and Brett. Ball bounces free. Baker with hands back to Brett, who went by hand to Page, who went to Bewley. Made it hard for him. Cobras had numbers. Parente at ground level gathers. Tackled. Taken to the ground. The umpires pinged him. And Adam as a party will take the resultant free kick right in front of the Bacchus Marsh coach's box. So
been good at the Jets the last couple of weeks, Todd, and I believe he forfeited the game to play in the local derby too.
Well, there's the kick from Azapati, went down the line towards Cadman, cut off there by King on the member side, centre wing off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Actually made himself unavailable, I should say.
How about that? 3-3-21, Darley lead Bacchus Marsh 2-5-17. Been playing 8 minutes, second term. Throw in, give that tap to Tanner, ball at ground level. Bit of a stalemate, the umpire will ball it up, true centre wing position, members side of the ground. Darley with the only goal of the second term through Andy Azapati. It has 2. Rodder has 1 for the Devils. Ball at ground level. Can either side extricate away from clearance. Azapati stood up in the tackle before he was eventually taken to ground. It's a hot footy. We need some clean hands here as King gets away from the congestion with the right foot kick in the Hickman direction. Cadman did well just to negate Hickman's attempt on the mark. It went off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in. This time right in front of the Cobras coach's box.
Jeez, there's a plethora of knowledge there.
There'll be a boundary throw-in. We'll leave that call to you, Fridge. Over the back of the head of Hickman, doing the sharking here was still dry, got it to King. Left foot kick out in the Owen direction. Good use of the body, but Brett was up to the task. That was a terrific mark there from Brett.
He actually pushed him under it, and he had good flexibility to arch his back backwards, Todd, to mark it.
The right foot kick from Brett was good, found as a party. Oh, this kick's put Angwin under a heap of pressure. Easy spoil opportunity there for Williams. Poor kick from the Western Jet. Excellent body work there from Williams on Bewley. Ball at ground level, off hands over the line for a boundary throw-in. On half forward, outer side or broadcast side of the ground for the Devils, who kick to the golf club end in this second term.
You could see Jake's eyes wide up right in front of us, Todd. He thought he had him underneath it.
Yeah, he did everything right, but Brett was up to it.
Yep.
Burton was held without it, wanting a free kick. The umpire called play on. Hand pass, Shark free, went to space, looking for Collie. But the boundary line beat them all over the line. There'll be a boundary throw-in.
You throw your hands in the air, Todd. It entices them not to give you a free kick, actually.
Darley 21, lead Bacchus Marsh 17. 10 minutes gone in this arm wrestle here at Darley Park. There's the throw-in. Shark there by German. Got it towards centre wing. Ball at ground level. Socket off the ground there by Hoon. Only as far as Lahoure. Went by hand. Got it towards Young. Tumbling right foot kick. Got plenty of it to the attacking 50. In front. Free kick and or mark. Over the shoulder. And it'll be Meeson with ball in hand. Will look to go short. He goes lateral. The kick's okay to Burton. So Burton's left foot kick finds LaFranchi on the defensive 50. Plays on. Goes towards true halfback. The mark's taken by Riley Stilldryer. Right foot kick to centre wing. He's got some toe, this fella Valiant. How is he by foot? Cut off again. The mark taken there by Brett. Owen wanting it in the air, Fridge.
Yeah, no, let himself down, Jack, there.
So he played on Brett. Got it towards Baker. Ball goes further afield. Squared up towards Page on centre wing member's side. Chip it to the middle towards Collie. Ward presents to space, ignores that, goes long, goes in direction of Ronna, sets himself, couldn't take the mark. Coppers have got numbers through Williams, measured right foot, kicks okay, finds Ballion just inside the boundary line. Short kicks okay, Riley still dry and takes the mark. On the defensive 50, up against the boundary line. He's going to go lateral, back towards King, who'll mark virtually in the Devils' goal square, but he's got some time and space. Can go towards Culliver, who's got space away from Ward. Bewley's forced to run on and man the mark. They go back to King. They're just allowing the Devils to get behind the ball here with this short kicking. German was clean below the knees, was terrific. The right foot kick wasn't so great. It was Collie and Stilldry going for the footy. Hoon over it, did well, kept his feet. Quick hands to LaFranchi, who gave it to Burton. Standing start on the left foot, goes into the Stilldry direction. Hot footy, goes the tap, knocks it on to German. Shot on goal. Owen will take the mark in the goal square. And Owen will have a shot from point blank range. And an opportunity to get the Coppers back in front here at Darley Park. So Owen have to fall over to miss it from here. He doesn't do that. He keeps his feet well, puts it through. And the Coppers are back in front here at Darley Park. 3 goals, 5-23 Bacchus Marsh lead Darley 3-3-21. And a real arm wrestle of sorts here at Darley Park, Fridge.
Yeah, no, it's sort of both sides are having moments in the game, Todd, where they get a clean break and play some real clean footy and open footy. And then the other side gets the ascendancy again. So, it is an arm wrestle.
So stick with us right throughout the afternoon on Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. Looks like this one's going to go down to the wire, Fridge.
I thought we were at a rave party 5 minutes ago.
The doof.
The doof.
Lee Montagna and Dave O'Neill are special guests in the marquee in the sponsors' luncheon. So we're back in the middle of the ground here. Tap one by Burton. Devils have got numbers here. Bewley and Baker. Baker went for it in the end. Couldn't gather. He's over the footy. Umpire will affect a ball up here, you'd think. He does. On the attacking side of the centre circle for the Cobras. And that last goal through Owen, who's having a real good battle with Matthew Brett. There's the ball up. Tap one by Burton. Went to German. unfashionable looking kick. Good use of the body there by Mitch Ward. Went onto the non-preferred left. Went looking for Azapati. How will it sit for him? He gathers just inside the boundary line. Just as he did, he'd spent it. And the ball breaks free over the line for a boundary throw in. Half forward members side of the ground for the Cobras, who kick to the Bacchus Marsh end in his second term.
German's starting to get into the play a bit more, Todd, too.
Yep, indeed. He's boundary throw in. Tap one by Burton. Bewley had the ball knocked away from him. Darley got numbers here. How can they negotiate their way out of trouble? They can't. Baker handball receivers over the line for a boundary throw in. On half forward for the Cobras. They lead here at Darley Park by 2 points, and we've been playing 14 and a half minutes in this second term. Burton with the clearance. Just grabs it out of the ruck, tumbles the ball forward. Players set themselves, and Matthew Brett takes a classic contested mark on the last line of defence. Kick goes in the Young direction. Nearly gathered it on the second attempt. Culliver was courageous. Ball went to ground. Chance here for Shea. King got a touch of the fumbles. Chance here for German. Quick hands to the boys of Burton. Tumbled it on his boot. Shea in front. Page at the back. Bounced off Shea's knee. Favourably to Mason, to Porter, who gave it to LaFranchi. And the kick's terrific. And Willits comes out and takes an easy mark, and we'll go back and have a shot on goal from 40.
Just lowered the eyes there, LaFranchi. Get up, Willits.
So Willits will have his third shot on goal for the afternoon. He's kicked 1 goal, 1. The Cobras lead by 2 points. He leans back on the kick. It's drifting off to the right for a minus score, so a let-off for the Devils. The Cobras, 3 goals, 6-24. They lead Darley 3-3-21. Willits has 1 goal, 2. Rodder has 1 goal, 1 at the other end. Owen with a goal. As Bewley, look at that for a kick, Fridge, into the middle of the ground, looking for his former Williamstown teammate in Rodder, couldn't take the mark, ball at ground level. As the party's been okay, quick hands to his brother there in Adam. Right foot kick, just leg broke the Cobras Culliver, and it's on in the middle. Keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on the play. Chance here for Page. Weighs up the options. Right foot kick's okay. And Spiteri takes the mark in front of LaFranchi. Chips it over the top, and the mark's been taken there by Ankrum. Keeps the eyes low, and the kick's good, and finds Rodder on the lead. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal from 50.
So again, Ankrum lowering the eyes and hitting up with Rodder. It's a bit of a scuffle between the Azapati and Balian there, nothing too much. It's like they were playing chess.
So Rodder will have a shot on goal. He kicked 1 goal, 1 this afternoon, both in the opening 6 or 7 minutes of that first term. This is his third real legitimate chance. Set sail, bleeds back, umpire does not move. It's goal for goal here, even though it's a low-scoring affair. The Devils are back in front in another lead change here at Darley Park. The Devils are now 4-3-27. They lead Bacchus Marsh 3-6-24. Fridge?
Yeah, no, it looks like Rodder is the go-to man, obviously. It was a nice hit up, Todd, and went back and kicked a really nice goal. So
Melton.
Umpire's head.
Melton kicked the first 7 goals of the game against Sunbury. They lead 55, Sunbury 27. Back in the middle of the ground here. Tap one by Tanner, got it to Baker, knocked the ball forward about 10 or so metres. Devils not out of trouble here as Eastmuir gathered the footy and ran away. He had Hickman on the inside but decided to go to Parente, gave it to Hickman. Willits is square if he can see him, but he takes a bounce at another hand pass over the top to Porter, who gave it back to Hickman. Handball had too much on it, went over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Too much overuse of the handball, 1 too many, Todd. Should have been into the square. Owen was there. King was there.
25 metres out from the Cobra goal. Can they respond? Tap one by Hickman to Parente. Tackle, dispossessed. That's holding the ball. And pinged. And the free kick will go to Collie. And with his penetration by foot, you'd think he'd be able to get the Devils out of trouble here. 18 and a half minutes gone, second term. Collie keeps the kick low, goes in the Burton direction. Oh, here's a chance over the back. The umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go against the Devils.
Burton.
As the party was away there, but Burton negated at the contest, and he'll take the free kick. Left foot kick goes in direction there of Owen. Brett at the back, call it square. Over the back chance here for Hickman. King, they're queuing up here, the Cobras. King, Hickman shot on goal, out of the congestion. Darren Leonard wanting it touched, but the umpire says it's all clear. And then it's another response goal, this time through the Cobras, and they regain the lead here at Darley Park. They're 4-6-30. They lead Darley 4-3-27.
Hickman, the goal scorer there, Toddy.
Yep.
Bit of remonstration with King there in the square with Leonard.
Well, they're all queuing up there, the Cobras, and Hickman with really an opportunistic snap-on goal got it done. It'll be all about taking opportunities with deep entries this afternoon, Fridge, because there's plenty of ball being played between the arcs. Chance for Eastfield with hands over towards German. Good vision from German. Found Owen, who got away. Half forward, right foot kick into the Hickman direction. Cadman at the back with a spoil. Terrific defence over the line for a boundary throw-in right in front of the Bacchus Marsh coach's box. And another forward 50 entry for the Cobras, albeit a shallow one, Fridge.
Yep. Owen playing high up on forward line, Todd, and getting a bit of separation. And,
just having a spell from Brett.
Yeah, exactly.
There's the boundary throw-in. Well, we saw, and there'll be a repeat stoppage here. Ball up, 40 metres out from the Cobra goal. So, Owen, just getting behind the ball there, as he did in round one.
There's a bit of niggle and a bit of feeling coming into the game, Todd.
Tap one by Burton. Footing was too hot there for Hickman to gather cleanly as he was swarmed by Devils defenders. And the umpire will pull it up. 30 metres out from the Cobra goal. 4-3-27, Darley, trailed Bacchus Marsh 4-6-30. 20 and a half minutes gone in this second term here. Tap one by Burton. German running onto it. Inside the boundary line. It was Shea, in fact, off to the near side out of bounds on the full dump as he was kicked. But the umpire says on the full. And the Devils will bring the ball back into play. It'll be Lahure with ball in hand. He looks to go members' side. Sends the kick on its way towards half-back. Players set themselves. Burton at the back. And he pushed his player under the footy. And it's going to be a free kick to the Devils. It's going to go to Rodder. I thought it was Tanner that he infringed with, but it's Rodder with ball in hand. Right foot kick towards half-forward. Players set themselves. It's Cadman and Williams. How will it sit? Players come in from everywhere, as we've seen plenty of time this afternoon. Cobras trying to negotiate their way out of the congestion, but they can't. And there'll be a whistle imminent. And there'll be a ball up 40 metres away from the Devils' goal. 21 and a half minutes gone, second term. Bacchus Marsh lead Darley by 3 points. In Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. There's the ball up. Rodder and Burton. We'll give that to Burton. Hurry kick out of the congestion was okay for the Cobras. Tanner just almost handled it like a little man there before he had it spilt free, the ball. Cobras tumble the kick forward to the members' side centre wing before it bounces end on in over the line for a boundary throw-in. Cobras out of trouble.
I think Owen's gone back in the defence to negate probably Rodder's run a bit, Todd, because Brett previously was loose on his own in Bacchus Marsh's forward line.
Tanner won the tap, only as far as still dry. Quick hands towards Porter, concede by hand was good. You get it back here, want to be quick, got it to Balian, right foot kick along the line towards the attacking 50, but Brett takes an overhead mark for the Devils across half back.
Uncontested long jump.
I am wondering why Owen's not there, to be honest, but as Brett goes along the line towards Rodder, but goes the spoil, but the mark's been taken there by Rodder. Wheels onto the right boot, keeps it low, goes in direction there of Cadman, couldn't take the mark. How will it sit for Angwin? Handled it like a small man, shot on goal. Yes. Kicked it like a defender, missed to the left, through for a minor score, led off for the Cobras on that occasion. Back to a 2-point ball game.
Porter out here.
Porter, always good by foot, found King, who kept going along the line to Burton. He's on the left foot here, the big fella. Kick goes inside 50. Brett sets himself, couldn't take the mark. Good spoil there from Culliver. Gave Porter a chance on the right boot. Yes, let off at one end, let off at the other
end. She's a comedy of errors, Todd.
Well, just missed opportunity, really. Excellent sharking there by Porter. And you normally back him in with one of those run into an open goals.
Well, that's their bread and butter.
Yeah, that's right. As Collie brings the ball back into play. Goes out wide towards Johnson. Couldn't take the mark. They got numbers here through Brett, though. That hand pass was searching. Found as a party, but he was tackled, taken to the ground, no prior. And the umpire says, I'll have it. And then we a ball up on half forward for the Cobras, members side of the ground, right in front of the construction side here. Expected to be finished around Christmas time this year. There's the ball up, tap one by Owen to German. Quick hands to Stilldrive was good. And speaking of Nick, sends the ball to a... Oh, that's a poor kick. Poor option. He had a couple. They'd all presented, but he went to the top of the square and Leonard read it beautifully. Right foot kick to the outer side half-back line. How will it sit for Azapati? He gathered, didn't break stride. Took a bounce. Outer side centre wing. Inside away from Culliver. Back towards Cadman. Want to be quick here as a party. Searching hand pass found Ward. Need to be strong over the football. Got knocked free. Cadman was okay. Baker had the ball knocked away from him. As a party just thrown off the ball by King. Oh, it's just like watching rugby union at the moment over there, Fridge.
Melbourne Storm in action here at Darley Park.
There'll be a ball up, attacking side of centre wing, outer side of the ground for the Devils.
Speaking of Melbourne Storm, the Barnes family celebrating the first birthday of the young Archie. Cheerio to the boys.
Happy birthday, Archie. Bacchus Marsh 31, lead Darley 28. Ball spills free out of the stoppage. Cadman quite happy to see Nick Stilldrive over the line for a boundary throw-in. Energy sapping game, second up. This round two game between the two crosstown rivals. While it's easy to watch from the perimeter, Fridge, you can never account for fatigue when you're watching from the outside as Cadman goes crashing through by hand, only as far as Burton, who gave it to King, who went to German along the line. Players set themselves. Collie the fly couldn't take the mark. Held it out, it was Culliver. And he'll get a free kick. It'll go against Leonard. So Culliver with ball in hand. Outer side centre wing. Goes towards the attacking 50. Willits the sit. Chose not to go. Brett went with the fist. Got it to Shea. High left foot kick. It's all Darley. How will it bounce? Oh, they got a shocker. Fell into the... Oh, that's a free kick against High. It's against Leonard for a sling.
I reckon he missed it, the high one.
Yeah, it was over the shoulder. And free kick will go to Hearn. So how about the bounce? It just bounced in front of four Darley defenders and went back over the heads and fell into the hands of Hearn, who then caught one over the shoulder from Leonard.
Lots of fortune.
And but the free kick was there. 4-7-31 Bacchus Marsh. Darley 4-4-28. Shot on goal here for Hearn. Chance at his second. Makes no mistake. And the Cobras get their fifth. It's the first back-to-back goals we've seen for a while. They're 5-7-37 Bacchus Marsh. They lead Darley 4-4-28. We're out to a 9-point ball game here at Darley Park. And we've been playing near 27 minutes in this second term.
Yes, got a bit of a mini lead here, Todd, the Cobras on the Devils. But, there's lots of fortune for him there because it fell between four Darley players and then just done a right-hand turn back into his hands and, like you say, the free kick was there.
27 minutes gone, second term here. Perfect conditions for footing. Tanner was let go there by Burton, was allowed to contest that one out. Tapped it to Bewley. As soon as he gathered, he was tackled. The umpire says, I'll have it. He'll ball it up right in the middle of the ground here at Darley Park. Anzac Day action, albeit on the 23rd. There's the ball up.
Shea.
Tackle was broken there. Shea on Baker. Managed to get a hand to Nick Stilldrive. He gave it to Burton. Oh, as a party took his eye off it. I speak of Andy. Cadman did the mobbing up. Gave it back to Andy. As a party can go short here and amends. He got it to Bewley. Left foot kick into attack. Over the head of everybody. And who's at the back? Rodder. Rodder takes the mark on the chest of that kick from Bewley, who had just a bit on it for that first lead-up contest, and reward for playing in front. Rodder was the beneficiary with the chest mark.
I reckon he was still looking for Rodder because it was a beautifully weighted kick, Todd.
Full respect. Just chose the right golf club, you reckon, Fridge?
Yeah, 7.
As Rodder, with an opportunity to reduce the margin back to 3. He has 2 so far. Set sail for the judge. It's a goal. Rodder kicks his third. Darley get one back. They're 5-4-34. They trail Bacchus Marsh 5 goals. 7-37. 3-point ball game. Rodder's got Darley's 3 of Darley's 5. Andy has a party, has the other 2. Whilst for the Cobras,
1-2, Hickman 1, Owen 1, and Willits with 1.
Stick with us right throughout the afternoon. We'll keep you updated with other scores. Lake Winneree 27, trail North Ballarat 59. Back in the middle of the ground, the Cobras, they get it out of the centre circle. Chance here for Lahure, couldn't take the mark. Willits breaks the tackle, quick hands, found Shea, who got it over to Hickman, over towards King. What's he going to do? Gets onto the right boot, shot on goal! And that's the response the Cobras were after. They just won't allow Devils back-to-back goals, and it's back to a 9-point ball game. Bacchus Marsh 6-7-43. Darley 5-4-34. Little too easy, that one, Fridge.
Yeah, 3 chains of handball there, Todd, and not a great deal of pressure there, Todd.
Near half-time here. 30 minutes gone, second term. Bacchus Marsh 6-7-43. Darley 5-4-34. 2 minutes remain in this second term. In this round 2. Blockbuster here at Darley Park. Bacchus Marsh endeavouring to go 2-0 for the first time since 2016. Ball up. Tap one by Tanner. Went by himself, couldn't find a target. Just eluded Burton, got a terrible bounce. Bewley head over the footing. Tackle with strength. Got around one and then tackle taken to the ground by Nick Stilldryer. Free kick against Bewley.
There's a bit stiff there. He crashed through 3.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, a bit harsh on him there.
So Nick Stilldryer with ball in hand. Goes in the Hickman direction. Darley have got numbers. At the front, Matthew Brett takes a nice overhead mark.
It's good aerially, this guy.
Yeah, very good. Good player.
Good safe hands.
So he'll weigh up the options and opt with the short one towards Mitch Ward, who marks on centre wing just inside the boundary line, outer side of the ground. The kick in from Ward is good and finds Andy as a party. One of 2 goal scorers for the Devils this afternoon. The kick is poor. Just clean bowled. Still dry though. An opportunity here. It was Eastmere in fact. Ball spilled free over the back towards Culliver. He's just knocked as he kicked. Errant kick in fact. And it's gone over the line for a boundary throw. Oh, he's paid deliberate. Can you believe it? Well, he was knocked off balance as he kicked, and
I don't think the umpire was oblivious to the contest that the contact that he got, Todd. That's all.
The kick from Ward gets to the attacking 50 for the Devils, and there'll be a stoppage as Meeson gets up, and he'll hand the ball back to the umpire. 50 metres away from the Darley goal. Near 32 minutes gone, second term. Burton with the thump. How will it sit? It's okay for Shea. Squeezed the hand pass over to Culliver. Just hacked it forward with a territory kick. Ward does the mobbing up. How will he use the footy? Keeps it low. The kick's okay to Cousins. They'll want to get it moving. There's the kick gets towards, it was Bewley on the bounce. Poor kick. Chance here for King through the middle. Got it to Riley Stilldryer. Turned around onto the right boot. Went deep into attack. Porter at the back goes to spoil on Brett. Did well the youngster. Could have been a free kick there.
Below the knees.
Umpire let it go. Chance for Cousins. Left foot kick. Just clean bowled as a party. Made it difficult for him. And the umpire says, I'll have it. He'll pull it up on half forward for the Cobras.
I can't see why we actually sacrifice Owen to go into Darley's forward line. I can't see the logic. The last 4 or 5 entries, Ryland Porter flying against 3 Darley defenders.
Yeah, and Owen was good in the first quarter and half forward. The Devils, they hack the ball forward towards half back. Burton at ground level. How will it sit for the big fella? It doesn't. Chance for Cadman. Quick hands. Oh, there's a turnover opportunity. The Cobras will go back into attack here. And Leonard with the big spoil denies the marking attempt of King as the siren sounds for half-time here at Darley Park. It's the travelling Cobras 6-7-43 who lead Darley 5-4-34. Fridge have got the goal kickers, and then we'll take a well-earned break.
For Darley,
don't for you. So give them a call today on 9743 20.
Time to get playing away in the third term here at Darley Park. Tanner into the ruck. Clearance won by Burton. Got it towards half forward. Darley lucky not to give away a free kick there. Bewley quick hands, got it towards Cabinet, gave it to Baker on the non-preferred right, went to a vacant centre wing. Members side of the ground. Doesn't sit well for Still Dry, but he's up to it. He's up to the task, concedes by hand. Players in from everywhere over there. They're just inside the boundary line, centering as they combine. Still Dry's tackle. He managed to get a hand pass away, but only as far as Bewley. Got it to Baker, by hand to Page, who's gone into the middle. Right foot kick from Page has been cut off by LaFranchi, who got the better of Bishop. It's just on the wrong side of Bishop. And LaFranchi took an easy mark. Forced to play on. Goes towards half forward. Cadman in front. Ball had him knocked away by Willits. Umpire called play on. Chance here for Bewley, and his third disposal in the opening minute. He got it to Baker, who's lifted already. Kick towards half forward. Rodder on the lead, takes the mark in front of Butt. And Rodder on true half forward. Too far out to score, you'd think. We'll weigh up the options. He comes out wide into the Ankrum direction, sets himself, might have caught one over the shoulder. The umpire let it go. Has the party across the body for his third. He's got it. Just what the Devils were after. Opening minutes in this third turn. The Devils are back within 3.
Pays to be front and centre, Todd.
Well, he's just been one out of the box in front of goal this afternoon as a party kicks his third. I reckon it's a career-high third as he nears 50 games, the youngster. So there's Riley Stilldry walking back thinking, what did I have to do there? Not enough's probably the answer, Fridge.
You made the comment.
But Rodder took the mark on half forward in front of Butt to set up that forward 50 entry, and key ball winners for the Devils getting their hands on it early. There's the tap won by Tanner, doing the sharking there with Burton, in fact. Chance here for Bewley, another hand pass, got it towards Bailey Young. Right foot kick to a vacant centre wing. Bewley got a terrible bounce. Still Dry went the tap, favoured Culliver. He's got time, he can take a bounce. Just went by the left foot to the attacking 50. Over the head of Owen. Hoon at the back, will it sit for the youngster? It doesn't. Ball squirts over the line for a boundary throw-in about 40 metres around from the Bacchus Marsh goal.
Couple of changes, like you stated, Todd. Page into the middle on German, and Still Dry is doing the job on Bewley.
Boundary throw-in.
But I reckon they're playing off each other.
No doubt. Both offensive weapons. Shouts of ball, but the umpire says no. Throw it back in as the ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw-in. 40 metres around from the Bacchus Marsh goal. The Devils with the opening goal of the third turn. They've kicked the first goal in each quarter so far, but they trail by 3 points. There's the throwing. Chance here for the Devils. Bewley, by hand, rides the tackle and then went searching towards... as was Young, couldn't take the mark. Ball goes into attack, but out in front there is Cadman and takes a nice mark. Told to play on by the umpire. Short kick's okay. Dump as he kicked down the field. Mark Endall free kick. And it's Bewley with ball in hand. Penetrating left foot kick to centre wing. Young the target. Outstretched hands was good. Encouraging signs for the Devils in the opening minutes. Bewley's probably had 5 or 6 for each.
Yeah, no, getting a lot of it in this first 3 minutes, Todd.
So Young goes for the high kick. Angwin's the target, sets himself. Neeson goes the punch, but I think Angwin's brought it down. The umpire said no. Ball at ground level. Bit of a stacks on the mill. The umpire says, I'll have it. And he'll ball it up on half forward, members side of the ground for the Devils. Ball up. All-important clearance here. Burton goes to thump. Went boundary side. Shark there by Page. Hurried right foot kick. Gets inside 50. But out of the stretched hands of Jake Ankrum. Off hands over the line for a boundary throw in 30 metres around from the Darley goal.
That's how even the game is, Todd. The tackle count is 52. Bacchus Marsh. Darley 42. Centre clearance is 7-3. Inside 50 is 27-23 in Bacchus Marsh's favour. Free kicks 13-11. Turnover 16-10.
Boundary throw in. Burton just muscled Rodder out of it. Gathered. Just threw the ball onto the left boot. Went through the hands of Hickman. Tanner overrang it. And chance for Eastfield went the soccer only as far as Leonard. Squaring kick there from Collingwood. Got the hairball receive. Was terrific. Who got it to Page. Who got it to Baker. Left foot kick goes out in the direction of Angwin. Couldn't take it. Dragged it in. It'll be interesting to see how the umpire decides this one. He says, I'll have it. It'll be a ball up 40 metres out from the Darley goal. 5 minutes gone, third term. Darley with the only goal through as a party. He has 3. Rodder has 3 for the Devils. And Hoon, the leading goal scorer for Bacchus Marsh with 2. Ball spills free towards half forward. Over the footy, there's As a Party, went to the voice of Bewley, had too much on it. Riley still driving with the soccer out of mid-air, gained about 20 metres for his side before it bounced over the line for a boundary throw-in. Outer side centre wing, right in front of the Matty Collie bar. And there'll be a throw-in to take place. The Devils trailed by 3 points. Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. There's the throw-in. Tap one by Willits to still dry. Tackled there by Bewley. Forced to go by Hand. Searching for the boundary line. As a Party gathers. Shrugs the tackle of Hoon it was. And the umpire says, I'll have it. There'll be a ball up. Bit of feeling creeping into the game.
He's a real bull, that Andrew As a Party, and he just likes to throw his weight around and takes the game on.
Ball up. Tanner and Burton tap, brilliant, got it to Shea, didn't break stride, right foot kick inside 50, had 2 minutes on it for King, and the mark's been taken. Excellent overhead mark there by Lahure, the former Cobra, in Devil's colours this afternoon. Weighs up the options, will go members side of the ground. Right foot kick goes in the Leonard direction, did well, just getting a hand on it there was Hickman. Culliver doing the mopping up, been okay this afternoon. Right foot kick to the attacking 50, got towards King on the half volley. We've said the half volley kick a few times this afternoon. The tackle from King on by Bewley was good. Right foot kick there from Williams, but the umpires picked out a free kick. And it's going to go the Cobra's way, and it's going to go to Lafranchi right in the middle of Darley Park. So the Cobras led by 9 at the half. They now lead by 3. And Lafranchi can go short to an unmarked Williams, who plays on, goes outer side of the ground, looking for Burton, who marks in front of Rodder. Attacking side and centre wing, outer side of the ground for the Cobras. He lopes around onto the left boot and goes long, deep into attack. And naturally, Owen will be the target. He might have been pushed. The umpire has paid that. And it's going to be a free kick to the Cobras. And it looks like it's going to be Hickman, is it? Yeah. Hickman's got the free kick and, or mark. They're a mile away from us here in the broadcast position. And Hickman, directly in front, should make no mistake from here. Property address. Makes no mistake, straight over the umpire's hat. And the Cobras, they get their first of the third term, and the margin's back to 9 points. They're 7-7-49. Darley is 6-4-40. And the Devils just can't get back-to-back goals for it.
Yeah, no, it's the story of the play, Todd. They kick one and they can't put two consecutive together. So, yeah, no, the Devils, the Cobras seem to have an answer each time they get one.
Well, let's go through the goal kicker's fridge as the ball makes its way back to the middle.
3 to Andrew As a Party and 3 to Nick Rodder, with doubles to Hun and Hickman and singles to King, Owen and Willits.
49 Bacchus Marsh lead Darley 40. Ballarat lead Melton South by 61. There's the ball up, tap one by Tanner. He knocked it straight to Burton. That's happened 3 times in a row now, so I think the Devils will be onto that. Bewley's tackle rides German into the ground, but the umpire said, no, there's no free kick, I'll ball it up. Just on the attacking side of the middle of the ground for the Devils. Neither side can gain real ascendancy out of stoppage with clearance. There's the ball up, tap one by Burton, went looking for Eastmuir. When hand pass over the top was good, he got it to Culliver, who gave it to German, who spilt it. Allowed Page to come in and affect a stoppage, and there'll be a ball up. Near on the corner of the centre square as Darley kicked to the town end, or Bacchus Marsh end in this third term here at Darley Park. There's the ball up, tap one by Burton through traffic German. Handball missed Culliver, but his follow-up work was okay. And then he gave it to Bailey, and he was pinged and dropping the ball. And the free kick will go to the Devils through Page. So Page with ball in hand, onto the right foot, goes into direction of Johnson. The fly couldn't take him, but in front there was Williams. Probably should have been paid the mark. And all free kick, but the umpire said no. And the Devils, bit of a let-off there. Williams, fair enough to be a little disappointed not to be paid the mark and all free kick. And the umpire will ball it up 25 metres out from the Devil goal. Rodder and Burton. Burton grabs it out of the ruck. Dispossessed, pinged by the umpire. And Rodder will have a shot on goal here. So you have to effectively dispose of the footy when you grab it out of the ruck, and the umpire has adjudicated that Burton hasn't done so. Penalised him, and Rodder will have a shot for an opportunity to kick his 4th goal and get the Devils back within 3.
Well, you run the risk when you try and grab it out of the ruck and they lay hands on you, and if it's not a correct disposal, then probably get holding the ball straight away.
Been interesting in the middle of the ground, Burton not really contesting those centre bounces, and Tanner's just been going on his own and knocking it to his opposing ruckman, but that'll play out more this afternoon as Rodder leans back on the kick. He's kicked his fourth, Rodder. He's probably had less than 10 posies for the afternoon, but he's made his shots on goal count. He has 4 goals, 1, and Darley are back within 3 points here at Darley Park. They get their second of the third term, and they trail by 3 points. They're 7-4-46, Bacchus Marsh 7-7-49. Game on here at Darley Park, Fridge.
It's a $64 question if they can kick another one within the next 2 or 3 minutes, Todd.
Perfect conditions for football here. Darley Park in perfect nick. Haven't seen it in better nick before, Fridge.
No, it's like a bowling green.
There's the bowl up. This time Burton contests and grabs it out of the ruck, but was dispossessed. Baker's hand pass went to no one in particular. Allowed King to run onto it. He's forced to go onto the left boot and kicks it to a vacant centre wing. Brett with pressure. Allows Fatier to gather, but the ball's taken over the line for a boundary throw-in.
We're just starting to get more of the footy, the Devils, Todd.
Yeah, no, well, Bewley didn't get much protection in that first half, in fairness.
No, but Baker's starting to get his hands on the footy a fair bit, and Bewley has had his hand on the footy a fair few times, Todd.
Tanner won that tap. Devils unlucky not to get one over the shoulders. The ball goes forward in the Owen direction. He goes to spoil, one of the few to keep his feet. Ends up back in his hand, squaring kick. Goes out in direction of Hickman. Dropped what he should have taken, and the Devils are away here through as a party. Right foot kick. Goes over there towards his brother there in Adam. But the kick had too much weight on it. Down touch over the line for a boundary throw in. True centre wing position. Members side of the ground. It's the Cobras who lead by 3. Hickman just ducking his head there on that on contact of that overhead mark.
That was a good lead, but couldn't complete the mark, Todd.
Tanner's tap went only as far as Culliver. He's hurried left foot kick. He's out the front of Nick Stilldry, who runs out of space as the ball finds its way over the line for a boundary throw-in. On half forward for the Cobras.
Another one that was quite early in the piece was Culliver, and now he's starting to find the footy a fair bit too, in that latter part of that second quarter.
Boundary throw-in. Burton won the tap, gained about 9 or 10, now 12 metres for his side as Blake Colley gathers the footy but runs out of space. And Tom German sees him over the line for a boundary throw-in. Half forward, 65 metres away from the Cobras' goal. Boundary throw-in. Tanner at the back, Burton in front. Ball spills to Baker on the non-preferred right. Gains about 20 towards Bishop. Keeps his feet, but can't gather. Bit of a stacks on the mill. Whistle imminent. There'll be a ball up. Attacking side of centre wing. Members side of the ground for the Cobras. Been playing tick over 13 minutes in this third term. There's the ball up. Tried hard, Tanner. Got muscled out of it by Burton. Kick over the shoulder. Gained about 20 metres. Ward was good under it. How about the handball? This will want to be clean hands from Azapati. His handball was terrible. Went over the head of Brett. Opportunity here for the Cobras. How can they negotiate their benefit here? They can't at the moment. Hot footy. What will Brett do? The steady. Keeps the kick low. Right into the middle of the ground. How will it settle? Frankie is just met by a couple of Devils players. Burton stood up. Got dispossessed there by Baker. Bowler crowd level. How will it spill? In favour of Bewley. Got it towards half forward. Anchor went to small. Could he give it away free? The umpire said no. Bowler crowd level. Velded over it. So too Balin. In come the reinforcements for the Devils. Trying to get out of that congestion. The umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go Darley's way. And the squaring kick finds Azapati. Right on true centre half forward. Can go short with the kick. And it's okay. And the mark's been taken there by Spiteri. Can go short to Bishop. Finds him on the chest. Bishop, 45-degree angle. 35 metres out from goal.
The time has come, Todd, for 2.
14 and a half minutes gone.
In a row.
It's the first opportunity for the Devils to kick back-to-back goals for the afternoon. They trail by 3. Now Bishop will walk away from us here. 45-degree angle. Sets foul for the judge. Has he got the distance? He has, but it's off to the right for a minus score. Margin now 2. Bacchus Marsh 49, Darley 47. 15 minutes gone, third term. But it looked like from a long way out that it was going to go down to the wire this afternoon, Fridge, and it's living up to that expectation.
Well, we've got it right for 2 1/2 quarters.
LaFranchi brings the ball back into play, goes Members side, Burton the target, juggling marks being paid. Waste no time, playing on, still dry the target, couldn't take the mark, could have been held without it by Cousins, the umpire let it go, got the ball back. Hot under the pump there, the Cobras. Nick Stilldry got the footy back as they just keep hunting the ball forward. Terrific running on the right boot. That's an excellent kick there from Riley Stilldry, but missed Hickman in the end. Let the Devils in, actually. How can they get their way out of trouble here? The umpire's letting it go. Flipping players around left, right and centre with the tackle before the umpire blows the whistle. And he'll effect the ball up 45 metres out from the Bacchus Marsh goal. 2-point ball game here. After the Cobras led by 9 at the half. They lead by 2 as Brett's clearing kick only finds Williams, who read it beautifully and cut it off in front of Angwin.
Been solid again, Todd, today.
On to the right boot he goes. Shallow entry inside 50. Leonard at the back. Tanner at the front. Neither impacted the contest. Collie did well at ground level before he was seen holding the ball.
He's punched out of his hands. Oh, what's he done? Okay.
He's just asking the Darley people to move away from the contest. And Collie a bit disappointed there. And the Cobras will have their chance to shut down that opportunity of back-to-back goals for the Devils. So the kick's on its way from German, and he's put it through. German gets his first of the afternoon, and a steadier for the Cobras, and they're back to an 8-point advantage. They lead 8-7-56. 8-7-55. They lead Darley 7-5-47. 8-point ball game here at Darley Park, and we've been playing 17 minutes in this third term.
It's the unfortunate part where, Bishop goes in, has a shot from 25 out on probably a 45-degree angle and sprays it and behind. They just haven't been able to put 2 consecutives together, the Devils, Todd, and if they were able to put 2 together, they might get the third and they might get a bit of a run on, but it's only a single goal and then Darley, the Marsh counteract again.
Game on here, big crowd in attendance here this afternoon for Apple 98.5 FM's match of the round. There's the ball up. Tanner was the only one to contest the ruck duel again. Nearly found Burton, but spilled away towards Nick Stilldry. Left foot kick to half forward. Out in front of Owen, who takes a mark on the chest. Right on the corner of the centre square. Weighs up the options. Goes in the Willits direction. Sets himself. Couldn't take the mark. Opportunity here for the Devils through Ward. Runs his full measure. Right foot kick towards half back. 2 to beat here. Just Johnson, and the mark's been taken there by Williams. So Williams will weigh up the options. Too far out to score. He's on half forward out of the side of the ground for the Cobras. Goes inside 50. Leonard goes to thump. Ball at ground level. Cadman has a party over the ball. Players in from everywhere. But the umpire's letting it go. Whistle imminent, you'd think. And there'll be a stoppage 45 metres out from the Cobras goal.
It's a big ask for a boy like Johnson to play that role at centre-half forward, I think, Todd. He's a bit undersized.
There's the ball up. Crashing through there was Bewley. Snap out of the congestion there from Eastfield. Bounced over the head of Owen, but Brett was able to read it well and knock it through for a rush behind. Waste no time. Goes short on the spread. Lahoure takes the bounce. Laconically, a second bounce. Runs his full measure. Right foot kick along the line at the back there was Cousins. Couldn't take the mark. Ball goes to ground level close up against the boundary line. Cobras will be happy with that. There'll be a reset. Boundary throw in half forward for the Devils members side of the ground. Right in front of the barbecue that are doing some numbers over there this afternoon, Fridge.
Definitely. I wish I could get over there myself.
Boundary throw in. Tap won by Hickman against Tanner on that occasion. Has a party over the football. Bewley with clean hands. Quick hands got it to Page. Tackle, taken to the ground. Ball spills free over the line for a boundary throw in. True centre wing position. Members side of the ground in front of the dry area being understatement. It's quite the wet area over there. That grandstand as the umpire brings the ball back into play. Angwin wins the tap. How will it sit? Gathered there by Culliver. His hand pass went boundary side. Cobras with numbers, but they ran out of space, and there'll be a repeat boundary throw-in on true centre wing members' side.
Actually, they've made the change on Rodder. Williams is now marking Rodder, Todd.
Boundary throw-in. Hickman into the ruck against Angwin. Angwin at the back, Hickman at the front. We'll give that to the one in front. An opportunity here for Lahura, who weighs up the options. Right foot kick along the line. Can he keep it in play? Cousins sets himself, but there's a nice mark taken there across half back by the Cobras.
Mason.
And it'll be Mason by right foot. Owen the target. Excellent spoil at the back there from Brett. Got plenty of it. Found the safety of the boundary line. And there'll be a throw-in members side half forward for the Cobras, who lead here at Darley Park by 8 points there. 8-8-56. Darley 7-6-48. A 9-point lead has been reduced to just 8, and we've been playing the best part of 21 minutes in this third term. Opportunity here for Page, who's tackled, taken to the ground. Sling tackle. It's going to go against King. And it's Page with ball in hand on half-back for the Devils. Right in front of the Darley coach's box. He'll way up the offsets. He's been told to come around back behind the mark as if he was going to have a shot on goal. Free t-shirt 150 metres away from the Darley goal. Right foot kick along the line. Goes out in the Angwin direction. Balin at the back. Got enough hand on it. Down the safety of the boundary line. There'll be another boundary throwing, this time on half forward. Members side of the ground for the Devils.
Well, I don't know what the logic is trying to bring him back around the mark, Todd, when you...
Exactly.
Inside 50 in the defensive zone.
Angwin won that tap. Baker at ground level. It sits for him. Hurried right foot kick goes inside 50. Gathered by Johnson. Quick hands was okay. Got it to Cousins. Left foot kick 1-on-1. Williams in front. Rodder at the back. Williams got a good bounce. Hands over the top. Only went as far as Cameron. The tackle was terrific by Bailey, but the umpire says held to him. And there'll be a ball about 9 or 10 metres away from the Darley goal.
The natives are getting a bit active now, Todd.
Ball up will take place. The Devils into attack. Williams and Rodder. Williams won the tap only as far as Ankrum. Got around traffic and shot on goal. He's put it through. Something out of nothing for the Devils, and they're back within 2 points here at Darley Park. Cobras fans not happy, wanting that
holding the ball
not paid. 8-8-56 Bacchus Marsh lead. Darley 8-6-54. 22 and a half minutes gone. Third term action here at Darley Park on Apple 98.5 FM.
Geez, the sounds effect microphone picked it up and really burst my eardrums, Todd.
Oh, it was terrific. Absolutely terrific. So the Devils will be asked the question again. Can they get back-to-back goals? Ball up, back in the middle of the ground. It's Burton and Angwin. Burton won the tap. You could hear it from here. Went towards King. Chance for Page. Had some influence while he's gone into the middle. Ball at ground level. Clever tap from Bewley. Got it to Young. To Angwin. Left foot kick. Shallow entry. Chance here for that play there in as a party. He nearly pushed Lafranchi in the back. The umpire let it go. Mason's tackle. Taken to the ground by as a party. Umpire let it go. Corner square up. Chance here for King. Along the line. Right foot kick. Good use of the body by Hickman. Kept his feet too, but Devils have got numbers through Page. He got it to Young, to Brett, back to Young, to Page. Wax on, wax off, and nearly came unstuck, but then Brett gave the hand pass towards as a party. Put Baker under the pump, holding the ball. German played on, gave it towards Shea. Out of side centre wing, short kick in the Owen direction. Strong mark taken there in front of Lennon. There's no one inside 50 for the Cobras. Clever vision with the outside of the boot, got it to Porter. He took a bounce. It took a while to come up. Set sail for the judge. Across the face of goal. Ward goes to ground. Devils have got numbers and they force it through for a rush behind. Wow, we've got a game in our hands here. The players haven't gone up a notch. I tell you what the supporters have as the ball comes back into play. The mark's been taken there by as a party on half-back for the Devils.
The adrenaline's just starting to kick in with the supporters, Todd.
Is that what you call the 4.9 adrenaline? Play on, said the umpire. Angwin gave the ball over to as a party. Right foot kick into the Rodder direction at the back part. Took a nice overhead mark. Read it well.
Really idle.
Yeah, I was thinking more like John Daly as he went lateral towards Burton. So Burton with ball in hand. Quite happy just to Steady the ship and weigh up the options by the left foot. Standing start to centre wing. Owen the target. Darley got numbers. Brett went the punch. Collie conceded ground by foot. Fell into the hands of King, who went inside 50. Good defensive pressure. Through traffic goes Lahoure. Gave the hand pass over to Bewley. Onto the non-preferred. Cut off. Poor kick. And King marked the ball on 50. Waste no time. Owen's all on his own in the square. And he's taken the mark. Cries from 50 from the Cobra fans. He marked it a metre out.
It's a wonder they didn't quite give him another kick after he kicks that goal, Todd.
And Owen will go back and have a shot on goal and get the Cobras back to 9 points.
Sorry, Vic.
So it'll be Owen from point blank. He's already kicked two this afternoon. Oh, you've already marked him down for a second, Fridge.
Well, if he misses this, he won't get anything to week.
Seriously. If he missed that, the marriage was off. Owen makes no mistake. And the Cobras, they cling to that 9-point lead.
Oh, God.
It's all happening here at Darley Park. Anzac Day. Blockbuster action, the 9th instalment. The Devils lead 5-3. But it really accounts for little this afternoon as both sides have lifted a cog. 9-9-53, 63 Bacchus Marsh lead. Darley 8-6-54. Owen with 2 and Hoon with 2. And Hickman with 2, the major goal scorers for Bacchus Marsh. Whilst Nick Rodder has 4 and he has a party 3, the major goal scorers for the Devils. So Hickman in the middle of the ground against Tanner. Let's see how it goes. There's the ball up. Tap one by Tanner. Still dry, could have been held without it. Umpire called play on. Through traffic. Cousins got it to Tanner. Tumbling kick inside 50. Mark's been taken in by Ekram. And he's taken to the ground. Devils fans wanting 50. Cobras fans just wanting the ball back. And Ekram with ball in hand on true centre half forward position. 27 minutes gone. Goes into direction. At the back. Cousins has got it. Just read it beautifully, the youngster. Contested mark. Up they went. Rodder and the big guns. Rodder, Williams up. And just waiting at the back there was Mace Cousins. A bit like his father back in the day. Just waiting at the back of the pack. If not jumping over the both of them.
He was jumping over him.
Well, he's a left footer.
Shame.
Skillful young player out of the Jets.
Yep.
Let's see how he goes. We'll go to snap. Kicks it across the body. Johnson likes it. The Devils like it. And we're back to a 3-point ball game. Darley 9-6-60. Trail Bacchus Marsh 9-9-63. Cousins gets his first. And the 9-point half-time margin is back to 3. And we're deep in time on in this third term. And here 28 minutes gone.
What a great game of footy, Todd. It's been.
Well, this third quarter's been far more entertaining than the opening half. A bit of an arm wrestle of sorts. But now we're just starting to see the good players play. As fatigue starts to come into it. And we'll see how they go running on top of the ground. Perfect conditions for football. Hickman won that tap against Tanner. Chance here for Baker. How will it sit for him? He knocks it to his advantage. Page cut it off. Gave it over towards Young. Right foot kick from Young. Out in towards the Cousins direction. Meeson in hot pursuit. Cousins went to ground. Meeson did well. Quick hands to the advantage of Riley Stilldryer. Gathered. Gave it back to Meeson. Oh, his kick was smothered. Good effort there from the Devils, but they got numbers, the Cobras. Through Balian. Tumbling left foot kick. How will it sit for Matty Brett? And he had the ball sort of knocked away from him, close up against the boundary line. Hurried right foot kick towards the attacking 50. Ward did well, but waiting at ground level was Porter. Quick hands, tackle, take it to the ground. The umpire says, I'll have it. And it'll be a ball up 49 metres away from the Cobra goal. How long left in the term? 1.5 minutes remain in this third term. Cobra's in attack. There's the ball up. Ball at ground level. Baker gathered it and then was tackled, taken to the ground, no prior. And the umpire will ball it up 48 metres away from the Cobra goal. Here's the ball up. Seconds ticking away in this third term. Every possession, every territory kick worth their weight in gold as this game reaches a climax deep in this time on of this third term here. There's the ball up. Ball at ground level. Hurried kick out of the congestion from the Cobras. A smothered Baker with courage. Smothers the kick. Hot hot footy. It's back to a stoppage game now as both sides tighten up as we near the three-quarter time siren, Fridge.
Yeah, no, she's become a bit of an arm wrestle again the last couple of minutes, Todd.
There's the ball up at ground level. Page, wild hand pass out of the congestion. Hope more than anything else. Beeson did well, but then just was a bit unlucky there. Tackle taken on the ground, free kick. And they should be able to hang on here, the Devils, and deny the Cobras the score. But as soon as you say that, there's a turnover opportunity on the lead, and King's got it. And he'll go back and arguably have the last kick of the quarter.
He put the moz on him just then.
Well, King, he shouldn't have much problem from here with the distance. He's a prodigious kick by length. It'll all be about accuracy here, you'd think. So from about 51 metres, he'll set sail for the judge. Kicks on its way. And it's off to the left.
And didn't they let him know it?
Yeah, out of bounds on the full. Either there was a goal-winning shooting goal at the netball, or that was a heap of jubilant Darley fans there with that kick, and out of bounds on the full. Collie will bring the ball back into play, and we're just about out of time in this third quarter. 19 seconds. Just time enough for one more turnover, Fridge. As Collie will bring the ball back into play. Weighs up the options, gets plenty of it, gets it towards the outer side centre wing. The mark's been taken there by Cousins. They want to be quick. It's got to be down to 10 kick. 10. Oh, there's the turnover we're talking about. Didn't take long, Fridge. Willits gathers in the middle of the ground. Got it to Cullimer. Attacking side of centre wing. Siren sounds for three-quarter time here. It's justly described as the match of the round. It's the Cobras 9-9-63 who lead Darley 9-6-60. Fridge will get the goal kickers from you before we take siren sounds to get play underway. It's the Cobras who lead by 3 points. There's the ball up, tap one by Tanner. Ball at ground level. Hot footy on in earnest. Nick Stilldry goes to soccer as the party leads into the race for the ball. He and Riley Stilldry overrun it. It falls into the hands of German. He goes inside 50, and Hoon's taken the mark right in front of Mitch Ward. And Hoon has kicked 2 goals this afternoon. Unlikely. And how about the kick? Terrific kick from Hoon, finds Willits on the lead out in front of Cadman, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal from about 30 metres out directly in front. Wasting no time here, Willits. He's already kicked one, and it's the perfect start for the Cobras if he can hit the scoreboard. Straight over the goal umpire's head. And some separation for the Cobras. They move to 10-9-69. They lead Darley 9-6-60. A 9-point ball game. Again, the Devils fail to get back-to-back goals. And this time it comes through the agency of, Nick Stilldry out of the middle. German with some composure to Hoon, who found Willits on the lead, who made no mistake. So, good combination of ball use to kickstart this final term for the Cobras, who are on the road, albeit across the bridge against the old rival Darley. So Burton in the ruck against Tanner. How will the Devils respond? They trail by 9 points. Here's the ball up. Burton's got the sit here, but Tanner won that tap out. Chance here for Bewley, who gave it to Baker. Baker through traffic, got it to Page. Inside 50, bottom of the target, sets himself. It went over the head of he and Butt. Reading it at the back on the last line was Williams. Weighed up the options, went by hand to Porter. Wants to get onto the favourite left foot. Ping, holding the ball. And the Devils will have an opportunity to square it up. Porter just wanting to get onto that preferred left, and was tackled by Bishop, and Dylan Bishop will have a shot on goal in a very similar spot to that in the first half, but up the other end. So Bishop sets sail for the judge, and he's off to the left for a minor score. So a let-off for the Cobras. 9-7-61 Darley trailed Bacchus Marsh 10-9-69. 2.5 minutes gone in this final term. Frankie to bring the ball back into play. High right foot kick gets beyond half back. Owen the target sets himself, takes a nice mark. Just out points Brett on that occasion. Wheels onto the right boot. Kicker goes along the line looking for Hickman. Cadman couldn't take the mark. Stands up after ball goes to ground. He's then tackled, bailed up, expecting a whistle. There is one, and there'll be a ball up. True centre wing, Members side of the ground. And Willits now has 2 goals after that opening goal in the third final term. Bishop with a costly miss. That's his second costly one of the afternoon. Players in from everywhere. There'll be a reset. Ball up. True centre wing. Members side of the ground. No one's left the perimeter here at Darley Park this afternoon. Been perfect conditions for football. There's the ball up. Burton does the ruck work. Tanner's tried all day for the Devils as they break 3 through Nick Stilldryer. Right foot kick from inside the boundary line. Goes in the Owen direction. Second grab, couldn't take the mark. He knocks the ball forward towards Hearn. Couldn't gather the footy. Bewley now. Left foot kick across the body. Young's got 2 to beat. Burton goes the thump and finds the safety of the boundary line. Half forward. Members side of the ground for the Cobras.
Committed by Burton there because it was going to be a mark to the Darley player.
Next goal all important. The Cobras lead by 9 points. Could be 15 or a 3-point ball game. There's the throw in. Chance here for Baker through traffic. Spills free. Bewley goes the soccer. Gains about 15 metres. True centre wing, Members side of the ground. Running onto it now is Spiteri. Onto the right boot. Gets it in towards Roller! And he takes the mark on the lead. Terrific kick there for Spiteri as the ball set up for him. He didn't break stride. Kept the ball low and took, Quaidback couldn't do anything about that really. The delivery was equally as good as Hearn's kick to Willits in the opening minutes of the final 2. So Rodder will have a shot on goal for goal number 5 and an opportunity to reduce the margin back to 2. So Rodder has 4 goals 2 this afternoon. Will kick from 49. Set sail for the judge. He likes it. The Devils like it. Rodder likes it. And the Devils, they're hanging in. They just won't go away, the Devils. Can they get back-to-back goals? That's the key. That's what it'll take for them to win the game, Fridge. We've got a 2-point ball game here at Darley Park. Bacchus Marsh 10-9-69. Darley 10-7-67. Rodder's got 5.
Yeah, no, he's been very good up forward for him today, Todd. He's done his job and, he might finish up with a couple more just yet.
Yep,
he leads, he presents good. He's really what they've needed for a couple of years.
Ball up in the middle of the ground. Tap one by Tanner. Taps it to his own advantage. Sends the ball forward for a rare centre clearance for the Devils. Right foot kick goes inside 50. Opportunity here at ground level. Ball Sharks. Cousins onto the left. In front. Rodder's got it again. Plays on. Kicks across the body. Touch. Well, he wanted to mark. The umpire said it didn't go 15. So Rodder was forced to play on by boot. And his tumbling attempted goal was touched on the goal line by Balian. And the Devils are within 1 point. 69 plays 68. Ball comes back into play. Outer side of the ground. Oh, Burton the target. Went the fly. The ball was good from Tanner. Fell in the hands of Azapati. Ball at ground level. Culliver tackle. Tag it to the ground. Pressure's gone up here at Darley Park. Players in from everywhere. And the ball spills free, close, and now over the line for a boundary throw-in on half forward for the Devils, out of sight of the ground.
There's 6 of them just threw themselves at that footy then, Todd. It was like a moist little piece of cheese.
And there was a couple of traps there too. Boundary throw-in. Oh, umpires picked out a free kick for deliberate.
Okay, yeah, right.
Bewley sends the ball into attack. Page the target, couldn't take the mark. Well, he has taken the mark, but the umpires picked out a free kick. It's going to go against the Devils. And it's Balian with ball in hand. Goes short. The kick's okay. Finds Williams. Will weigh up his options. Goes along the line. By foot. Right foot kick in the Burton direction. Owen at the back. Couldn't take the mark. Burton bails up the Devils recipient at ground level, and there'll be a ball up on half forward for the Devils. Out of sight of the ground. 1 point ball game. Bacchus Marsh 69. Darley 68. Been playing 7 minutes final term. Ball up. Burton won the tap. Who will it favour? Chance here for Bewley. Left foot kick. Rubbery kick. Shallow forward 50 entry. Balen was good at ground level. Gathered cleanly. Set the ball forward. The punch away from King by Lahure was good. Hoon sharked the ball well. Got the ball towards the attacking 50. How will it bounce? Oh! Umpire let it go. Cadman's been knocked out if you don't mind. And Owen wanted the game stopped because he copped the heavy one, but the umpires let it go. Angwin's got the ball, gave it over towards Johnson. Right foot kick, rubber, couldn't take the mark. Ball spills free. Umpire's still letting it go. Held it set. Rodder goes to ground, tackled. Hot footy. Chance here for Balin over the ball. Umpire lets it go. Oh, there's the tackle from Ankrum, and he's pinged. Free kick to the Devils, and Ankrum will take a shot on goal after that tackle on Nick Stilldryer. Wowee. So, credit to the sportsmanship of Jake Owen on half back. There was a heavy collision there with Cadman. He wanted the game stopped, and it probably should have been. I mean, Cadman was all at sea there, just lying on the ground, motionless, really. The umpire let it go. Now it's gone forward, and Ankrum has the ball in hand. And no more important kick for Ankrum than this one this afternoon. 25 metres out from goal, directly in front. Set sail for the judge. Umpire does not move. Ankrum kicks a goal, and the Devils are in front here at Darley Park. 11-8-74. They lead the Cobras 10 goals. 9-69. 5-point ball game in favour of the Devils. That's a big loss, though, for Darley across half-back. He's been a trier all day, Duncan Cadman.
He's been good, and I don't think there was really any malice in the bump on him.
You couldn't get a fairer bloke than your son-in-law?
50-50 contest, so anyway, that's part of the game, and we'll move on, Todd.
Well, it's been a while since the Devils have been in front. You'd have to go back to the early moments of the first quarter. There's the ball up, tap one by Tanner. Ball at ground level. Still driver in pursuit. The umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to go to the Cobras. They don't even know whose free kick it is.
Still driver.
Yeah, not even the Cobras knew whose free kick it was. And Brett Bewley's giving the ball back to Nick Stilldryer, who plays on with the right boot. Comes to the attacking 50. Owen at the back. Brett in front takes the mark. So Brett plays on, right foot kick to Azapati. Marsh just inside the boundary line and he's off on his bike. He takes a bounce, just bounces back up to him on the dewy surface. Right foot kick towards the attacking 50. Angwin can't quite take the mark. He'll want the boundary line here. He finds it. LaFranchi quite happy to see it over the line for a boundary throw in. 50 metres around from the Darley goal. Out of sight of the ground. Darley 74, lead Bacchus 69. 10 and a half minutes gone, final term. Boundary throw in. Burton with the set, just ran into his own man there, sort of got in the way of each other. Hand pass from LaFranchi's put Veldon under the pump, who got it to Eastmuir, and they'll get out of trouble through Meeson. Right foot kick on the outside of the boot. It's going to be a turnover opportunity, and the mark's been taken by Johnson on half forward. One of the youngsters, captain of the under-19, sends the ball into attack. Players set themselves at the back. LaFranchi does his own robe. He gathers. Did well to get rid of the football. Out towards Burton. Able to sit for the big fella. Now he weighs up his options. Composed. Good kick. Found Germany. Marked uncontested. Quick hands. Got it towards King. Hickman presents. Middle go the short option to Owen. And he marks on the chest. Out of side centre wing. Got around one. Quick hands to Culliver. Right foot kick to the attacking 50. Willet's the target. There was a push there. The umpire didn't see it. Lahoure looks like he's done his hammy as the ball goes over the line for a boundary throw in. 50 and a half metres around from the Cobra goal. Darley 74, lead Bacchus 69. 11 and a half minutes gone, final term. Boundary throw in to take place. It'll be Tanner against Willets. Willets at the back trying to grab it out of the ruck. Then he's tackled. That's going to be holding the ball, umpire. The umpire said he's let it go. Bit of a let off there for the Cobras fridge. And there'll be a stoppage 49 metres out from the Cobra goal.
Very lucky to get away with that one, Todd.
Well, Burton was pinged earlier for the grab out of the ruck and no disposal. And that Willets did the similar. Anyway, there's the ball up. Tanner couldn't quite win the tap. His strength over the footy was good. Bewley went hand pass and direction towards Bailey Yarn. And it finds its way over the line for a boundary throw in.
Yeah, played it.
Belated decision there, paid, but justly. German with ball in hand, just inside the boundary line. Will go short, keeps it low. Lahoure! Owen! The despite the outstretched fist of Lahure, who looks like to be cramping up there. He should put his hand up and go and have a spell as Jake Owen will have a shot from about 40 metres out from goal. Speaking of no more important kicks this afternoon, we can say the same for the Cobras captain, who's kicked 2 goals, 45 degrees. You can hear a pin drop over this side of the ground as Owen will have a shot on goal. Let's see how the captain goes. He was terrific in round 1. He's been very good again today. So he leans back on the kick. It's going to go off to the right. Players set themselves. Leonard with the spoil and the experience sees it through for a rush behind. 4-point ball game. 11-8-74. Bacchus Marsh 10-10-70. Not sure whether Vicky Baker's got a time clock in her hand or a blood pressure measurer as the kick from Bewley goes into the middle of the ground and Rodder takes a juggled mark on the chest. He plays on. There's an open forward line. Goes in the direction there of Azapati. Williams with the outstretched hands. Spiteri knocks it to his advantage. Spiteri over the ball. Williams with the defensive pressure. Players in from everywhere. And the umpire calls it right. He says, I'll have it. And he'll ball it up. Devils coast to coast in 2 kicks. Bewley and Rodder, if you don't mind.
Quick ball movement there, Todd.
7 or 8 metres away from the Darley goal. They kick to the golf club end in this final term. 14 minutes gone. Darley lead by 4 points. It's a ball up. All the big guns around the ball. Deep into attack. An opportunity close up against the boundary line. Hurried kick has been smothered. Out of defence by the Cobras. Chance here for the Devils. Oh, there's the skewed kick. How's the umpire going to see this one? Out of bounds on the full. And the ball's in the hand of Bewley. He'll go short by foot.
Come back
to Matty Brett. And it looks like it's going to be Colley's ball. So Blake Colley will take the resultant free kick for that out of bounds on the full. So he does fancy himself as a handy kick, Blake. So you wouldn't think distance would be a problem.
Not a problem.
But never easy from that pocket over there, I tell you. As Blake Colley comes in from about 50. Set sail for the judge, and it's off to the near side for a minor score. Never really look likely. 5-point advantage now, Darley. They're 11-9-75. They lead Bacchus Marsh 10-10-70. We've been playing 15 minutes in this final quarter. Kick in out of defence is okay to Williams, who got it to Culliver, who went short again. Good ball use from Culliver. Couple of crucial possessions there. Got it to King, who found Nick Stilldryer. On half-back for the Cobras. Has Hickman short. Now Culliver, who keeps running, will get the ball back. An elite runner, Fridge. He just keeps presenting Culliver. Will go short towards Hickman. And comes out and takes a mark in front of a labouring Angwin. So Hickman with ball in hand, attacking side of centre wing, out of sight of the ground. Sets the ball up in the air. Willard's the target. Burton's at the back. Ball goes to the ground. Chance here for Page. Can go to Cousins. Kicks okay. Now Cousins can get onto that left boot. Can go to Young, who presents. He's a much fitter version of himself following that Footscray pre-season now, the youngster. So Bailey Young with ball in hand, on half-back for the Devils. They're not out of trouble yet. He goes along the line to centre wing, 2-on-1, kick at the back, couldn't take the mark as a party. Just picked his pocket and kicked the ball to half-forward. Rodder could have been paid the free kick. The umpire let it go. Ball at ground level. He's got 2 to beat the big fella. Numbers prevail. Ball spills free. Then it's the Cobras through Balian. Right foot kick towards half forward. Angwin in front, drop the mark. Chance here for Owen. Goes to Soccer, and the ball ends up over the line and out of bounds.
Dropped a couple of those, Angwin, today.
Yeah, just cramping up now, the big fella. 9.5 minutes remain, final term. Near 17 minutes gone. Half forward for the Cobras. Members side. Angwin and Burton. Got it to Colley. He's bailed up. Chance here for Page. Hurried kick towards centre wing. Players set themselves. Excellent mark. Taken there by the Devils. They waste no time. Right foot kick to space is pretty ordinary. As the party did the high percentage thing and went along the ground. Sits okay for Johnson. The tackle was terrific. The umpire let it go. Johnson seconded, but he's pinged again, but the umpire kept letting it go. Baker tied, hand pass. Ball went to ground. They really coughed it up. Baker back to Johnson. Desperate play from the Cobras. Culliver, they're just going up and down on the one spot at the moment, these blokes. Culliver's kick along the wing, goes out the direction of Owen, and Matty Brett goes to thumb points to safety of the boundary line. And there'll be a boundary throw in, true centre wing position, out of sight of the ground. So the likes of Gulliver, Bewley, Brett, and Owen just keep running on top of the ground as in these tiring moments in this final turn. There's the throwing tap, won by Burton. Ankrum over the footy, tackle taken to the ground. And there'll be a repeat stoppage here, you'd think. Umpire's letting it go, just delaying the inevitable. And there'll be a ball up, a reset. Centre wing, out of sight of the ground. Darley 75, lead Bacchus Marsh 70. 18 minutes gone, final turn. Ball up, tap one by Burton. Just missed King. They were lucky there, the Devils. Collie threw the ball onto the boot. How's it going to bounce here? Chance here for Bewley. Quick hands. Oh, got around one. Then there was no one there for the handball, so he's forced to go by foot. Out in front of Rodder. Excellent pick up for a big man. Then he goes to ground and he's tackled. Umpire let it go. Oh, then pending. Free kick against the Devils goes to the Cobras as Mason wastes no time by foot. Sends it out right in the direction there of Cook. He's tackled, taken to the ground by Young. See, the Cobras have kept presenting here today, very similar to round one. They haven't given up the ghost by any stretch. They've been very brave here this afternoon. Ball close up against the boundary line, and the umpire says, I'll have it, and he'll ball it up. True centre wing position, close up against the boundary line. Members side of the ground. Darley 75 lead, Bacchus Marsh 70. 19 minutes gone, final turn. There's the ball up. Won by Burton, being good in this final term. Hurry kick forward, gets the half forward. Ward in front, keeps the ball in front of him. Porter's pursued at the back, but the umpire's picked out a free kick. And it's going to go to Ward. It's going to go against Porter, so it's going to go to Collie, in fact. So Collie with ball in hand. He's going to go to Lahure. Let's hope he doesn't cramp up here as he did a couple of moments ago. Weighs up the kick, goes short. It's okay to Jack Bewley with ball in hand. Can go short to Azapati, the youngster. Marks on out of side centre wing. Weighs up the options. Can go to Brett, but decides to go short to Bishop, who marks tumbling to ground on the chest. A few tired bodies out there, Fridge.
Starting to feel it now, Todd.
On half forward. Bishop can go to Brett short. Does that. Finds the target. Normally good by foot, Brett. The Devils 21 best and fairest. Goes short and the kick's okay. The mark's been taken there by Spiteri. So Spiteri back into the side today. By foot. Goes in the Rodder direction. Second grab. Couldn't quite take it. Shot on goal. Gets to the top of the square. There's a mark. Tanner's taken the mark. An unlikely hero. 15 metres out from goal.
He's actually been very good, Todd.
Yeah, he's tried very hard, Tanner.
He's actually competed all day. And that's all Jordan would have asked of him, is just to compete, and he's done that to the best of his ability, and the reward has come. He might be the unsung hero.
Tanner, shot on goal. Goal. The youngsters put it through. They come from everywhere, the Devils, and they get their highest lead of the game, albeit 11 points. So Tanner gets a goal. He's really been a soldier for the Devils this afternoon. The Devils 12-9-81, lead Bacchus Marsh 10-10-70.
That's two in a row, isn't it?
That's back-to-back goals. But it can call it off at the end of this one. Well, I tell you what, it's been a trying game of football.
In a classical Anzac Day clash. Or Anzac round, I should say.
Well, whatever happens, both sides should be in the pigeon shed after the game, sharing a nice...
Great Northern.
Yeah, or whatever Pigeon Street. There's the ball up.
Water.
Tap one by Tanner, full of confidence after that goal. Bewley at ground level. Can he gather? He goes to ground. Second effort good. Went looking for Baker. Just didn't quite get to him. He's over the footy now. Chance of Page. Hurried right foot kick to half forward. Chance here for the Cobras. Porter couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Hot footy. Who's up to it? Mason's tried hard all day. The youngster. Chance here for Porter. Quick hands is good. They extend by the right boot. Inside 50. Owen! So Jake Owen will have a shot on goal. 22 minutes gone, final term. Bacchus Marsh 10-10-70. Darley 12-9-81. You penciled him down for this one, Trent?
No, I haven't.
Well, this will be a captain's goal if ever I've seen one this afternoon, I tell you. Darley lead by 11. Aidan Tanner with the last goal. The first time the Devils have kicked back-to-back goals for the afternoon. And Owen will set sail for the judge. He'll kick from 40. 45-degree angle, leans back on the kick. Chapman, the Cobras. Owen makes no mistake. Captain's goal. Never we've seen one for the afternoon. And we've got a football game on here, I tell you. Bacchus Marsh 11-10-76. Trail Darley 12-9-81. Forget the other games going around the Ballarat League at the moment. The Ballarat Swans are just destroying Melton South. East Point have got the edge on Sebas. North Ballarat are beating Lakers easy, and Melton are doing it comfortably against Sunbury.
Well, this is the only game you want to worry about, even if you're watching it on, what it's called, Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie Clutch TV. There's the ball up. Hot footy on in earnest here. All important clearance here. Whistle imminent. The umpire's letting it go before he finally gives in and says, I'll have it, and he'll ball it up. 23 and a half minutes gone, final term. Right in the middle of the ground here. Darley lead by 5 points. Tap won by Burton to Baker. Tackle dispossessed by German. Ball at ground level. There'll be a reset, another ball up. Seconds tick away. Near 24 minutes gone in this final term. What a way to start the broader streaming of the Ballarat Football Netball League on Clutch TV. Still dryer on half forward. Just agile enough to get away from Bewley. Sets the ball forward. Owen in front. Brett at the back goes to spoil. Terrific defence. Owen's work was good. On to the left. Across the body. Misses to the near side. One behind. 4-point ball game. Bacchus Marsh 11-11-77. Trail Darley 12-9-81. We've been playing 24 and a half minutes in this final term.
Settle down. Everyone take a breath.
How long have we got left, Vic? 5 minutes remain. Final term. We'll take a breath. Bewley's going to do the same thing as he gathers the football on the last line to weigh up the options. Darley 81, Bacchus Marsh 77. The Cobras led for the most part of the afternoon. Bewley goes, members side of the ground. Left foot kick, right at the back, couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Chance here, excellent tackle there from the Cobras. Outside King. Riley still dry with ball in hand. Can weigh up the options. Now Riley, normally good user by foot, sends the ball into attack. Hickman, Owen the target. The thump from Leonard was okay. Hickman tried to throw the ball on the boot, got it smothered. Ball at ground level. Players in from everywhere. Hot footy in on earnest. The umpire does the right thing, comes in, affects the ball up. 25 and a half minutes gone, final term. Darley lead by 4 points.
There's actually anyone left.
No one's left here. I'll tell you what, this afternoon's been terrific. Ball up. Players set themselves. Burton with the thump. Only as far as Page, who hacks it out of defence towards half-back. Angler couldn't gather cleanly. Clean bowl German. Here's a chance now for Young. And Williams. Young was courageous. Knocked the ball forward. And then just tumbled the ball onto the boot. Rodder in front. Got it! Rodder takes the mark on half-forward. In front of Butt. Well, I don't know how far Rodder can kick the footy. But he's the best part of 55 metres out from goal fridge.
Well, late in the day, they get a little bit leg weary, Todd.
So Rodder, he's kicked 5 goals too for the afternoon. It's probably been the difference in the two sides, really.
Correct.
He's probably had a 12 possession game. So Rodder with ball in hand. This will take his best, you'd think. So Rodder, you can hear a pin drop here at Darley Park. Set sail, keeps it low, it's going off to the left. It's got the journey, not the accuracy. And it's a 5-point ball game. Darley 12-10-82. Bacchus Marsh 11-11-77. I'd like to say that was a handy point. But a goal to the Cobras gets them in front by the Solitary. But Darley lead by 5. Kick to half-back's pretty good. Out of defence there by the Cobras. The umpire's picked out a free kick. It's going to be a mark to Burton.
Owen.
Owen, is it? Owen, by foot, gets to half forward. Open forward line. Leonard the thump. Chance here for German. High kick. Running onto it now. Was Willits to the top of the square. As a party. Thumps it over the line. Couldn't get it through for a point. But there'll be a boundary throw adjacent to the behind post.
Probably not a bad result there, Todd, for the Marsh.
12-10-82, Darley. Bacchus Marsh 11-11-77. 27 and a half minutes gone, final term. Cobras in attack. 50 metres away from their goal. How will the Devils set up here? Can the Cobras get off the leash? There's the throw in. Burton with the tap over the back to Hoon. Kicks across the body. Now what's the umpire going to say? The Cobras are in front of Darley Park. Speaking of unlikely heroes, Hoon's kicked his third. And he's clean bowled them all with a leg break. And the Cobras are back in front. They lead by 1 point. 12-11-83. Darley 12-10-82.
I'm fearing from your life in this box.
Are you convinced it's going down to the wire now, Fred?
Never in doubt.
Back in the middle of the ground here at Darley Park, centre clearance all important. It's Tanner and Burton. Tanner won the tap. Burton stayed at ground level. Chance here for Page, who's over the footy, squirts it out to Colley. Got knocked off the ball. Bewley sends the ball towards half forward. Angwood sets himself, couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Mason's hair pass, got it to Bailey. Made a bit of a meal of it. Johnson got a push. The umpire let it go. Colley's on the ground. He's under a bit of pain at the moment. Keep an eye on that. Quick hands from Bewley. And the ball goes by foot. Inside 50. There's no mark. Ball at ground level. Umpire lets it go. Hot footy. Players in from everywhere. Collins in a bad way in the middle of the ground. The umpire's going to pull it up 40 metres away from the Darley goal. We've been playing 29 minutes final term. Bacchus Marsh lead by a point. Here's the ball up. Ball at ground level. Crashing through there. Out of defence. Good work there by the Cobras was Williams. And there's a mark taken there by the Devils. Plays on, hand pass towards Page. Sends the ball back into attack. Right of the target. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. 50-50 ball. The umpire says, I'll have it. Take a breath. And then we have ball up 20 metres out from the Darley goal.
Why does everyone keep looking at Vicky Baker? She's the most popular lady here at the moment.
Ball up 20 metres out from goal. Tap won by Burton. There's 100 players around the footy. Who can win possession? Baker gathers. Blake gets the hair pass away but misses the target. And the ball rolls over the line for a boundary throw-in. 25 metres around from the Darley goal. How long left? 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. Final term. Boundary throw-in. Burton with the tap. How will it set? Tackle there from Azapati. Umpire let it go. Ball spills free. Next possession. All important. It'll get the Cobras out of trouble. It'll get the Devils into attack. How will the umpire see it? He says, I'll have it. And he'll pull it up. Half forward. Members side of the ground for the Devils. They kick to the golf club end of this final term. They trail by 1 point. Tap won by Burton. Getting dark here at Darley Park. Players over the ball. Darley wanting a free kick. The umpire says, no, I'll have it. And there'll be another ball up on half forward. Seconds ticking away. We're inside the final 2 minutes of play here at Darley Park. There's the ball up. Who's going to win the all-important knock? Bewley over the football. There's an important socket to Willits. Kick across the body. It's all about territory. Players set themselves. Lennon's over the ball. He's got Bishop lending him some assistance. He goes on to the left. Boot. Cut off there by King. He's got Callaghan over the top there, but they're mucking around with handball. Umpire let it go. Chance for Baker. He's ping. Got his handball away though. Did well. Fumble there from the Devils. High kick it from Tanner, gets towards centre wing, Burton under it. Players set themselves, ball at ground level. Chance here for the Cobras, still dry from a standing start, sends it inside 50. Willits gets the ball punched away from him. German, how will it sit? Oh, it travels into attack over for a boundary throw-in. So the Cobras, they're in attack.
Relax,
they lead by a point. 83 plays 82. Boundary throw-in. Probably a minute left on the clock. There's a push. Umpire let it go. Ball at ground level. Next possession, all important. Bewley went crashing through. The umpire says, I'll have it, and there'll be a ball up.
He's a fucking timekeeper.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There'll be a ball up. There'll be a ball up 20 metres out from the Cobra goal.
Back to the footy.
Community footy at its best. There's the ball up. Burton couldn't quite win the tap. Ball at ground level. And there'll be a repeat stoppage. And the umpire will ball it up. We've been playing 32 and a half minutes in this final term. Bacchus Marsh lead by 1 point. 83 plays 82. Here's the ball up. Tap won by Burton. Over the footy. Eastmuir tries to knock the footy out. It's an opportunity here for Hickman, who's there, but there's going to be a repeat stoppage.
Come on, Cobras!
So there'll be a ball up. Cobras in attack here. Tap won by Tanner. Second effort okay. Got ball to boot. Only got it to the defensive 50. Still dry, knocked off the ball. Well, in one of the Anzac Day Classics, take a bow, all 44 players and coaches. The Cobras have got it done by 1 point in an absolute cliffhanger here at Darley Park. 12-11-83 Bacchus Marsh at the